Archbishop Rummel High School and 1901 Severn Avenue, an outstanding Christian Brothers institution serving an entire greater New Orleans community in outstanding academic, spiritual, and social fashion. Raider Baseball is also presented by Malcolm Dino, LLC, and Rummel alumnus John Terrio, by Raider alumnus Will Vanderbrook, CPA, by Rummel alumnus Eddie Corcoran and Allstate Insurance, and by Sterling Auto Repair and Towing and John Sterling. Now let's head live to the ballpark for the call of the game with Cumulus New Orleans Sports Director Kent Trahan of CrescentCitySports.com. Former class of 1975, along with former star Kenny Fasang, class of 1976, and former Rummel and Major League pitcher Kirk Bollinger, class of 1987.
From historic Rag Sherman Field at Crescent Stadium, it's Archbishop Rummel Baseball. Today we simulcast for you as the Rummel Raiders battle the Brother Martin Crusaders in a District 9 5A contest. And a pleasant good evening to you on a pleasant warm afternoon, turning into evening here in the City Park region of New Orleans. Ken Trahan with Kenny Fasang. Kirk Bollinger will be along shortly. Chip Merritt, Matt Merritt taking care of business for CrescentCitySports.com. Rudy Dixon taking care of business for 106.1 FM. It's Rummel, it's Brother Martin. It's the second game of the two-game series in Catholic League play. Rummel was the winner 7-1 over Brother Martin last Friday night here at Crescent Stadium. It was a 1-0 game into the fifth, and Rummel erupted for 7 runs and went on to win that game 7-1. So this the second game of the series. The Raiders come in at 13-3 overall. Brother Martin is 13-6. And the Crusaders defeated St. Augustine last night here in 9 innings in a good one, 7-6. So they're 1-1 in district play. Kenny Fasang with us. Kenny, always a pleasure. And look, you participated in quite a few of these. It's a great rivalry, two excellent institutions. Always fun to see these two schools get together.
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. It's always a great pleasure to be here with you, and it's always fun to be able to go back and get a chance to see, my high school play. And there's just nothing like the Catholic District. Every game is a war. Every game is going to go down to the final out many times. These two teams know each other. They play with and against each other during the summer and have played at the playgrounds together. And it's just always great once district gets cranked up to kind of like get down to business now.
Well, again, these two teams played the first game on Friday night, and naturally what happens in Catholic League play now is you play two-game series against respective teams, and they went to that format a few years ago and kind of like it. When you look at these two teams, great storied histories. Over time, Brother Martin's won 2 state championships, state runner-up twice. They've won 7 district titles. Rummel's won 5 state championships, and the Raiders have been runner-up 6 times, and they've won 12 district titles. So really good programs over an extended period of time. Raiders under the direction of Frank Cazzo, Brother Martin under the direction of Jeff Lupo. And when you look at what's happened to date with these teams, both have played top flight competition. Both have fared well overall. They're well prepared. Pitching matchup here today, Brother Martin will go with Tyler Verino. He's 0-3, but he's much better than that. He's a 3.50 earned run average. And Rummel goes with Michael Tant. Right-hander is 3-0 with a 2.39 earned run average. It's Rummel and Brother Martin. We'll take a timeout here. When we return, we'll set the stage, give you the starting lineups, and have the first pitch of this evening's contest. This is Archbishop Rummel Baseball on 106.1 FM Nash Icon and through CrescentCitySports.com.
Sterling Auto Repair and Towing at 4717 Utica Street in Metairie can handle all your auto needs. From brakes to full engine repair to air conditioning and heating repair to diagnostic services, you can depend on Sterling Auto Repair to take care of whatever service your vehicle needs. Sterling Auto Repair will get you back on the road with warranted parts and services with true pricing and guaranteed work done right. With convenient hours and reasonable rates, call Sterling Auto Repair and Towing at 504-608-6400 or visit sterling-autorepair.com. Sterling Auto Repair and Towing, a proud sponsor of Rummel Baseball on 106.1 FM.
For 87 years, the All-State Sugar Bowl remains a college football leader and New Year's Day tradition. Through difficult times and challenges, the All-State Sugar Bowl stands committed to shining a national spotlight on New Orleans, Louisiana, and the Gulf Coast. The All-State Sugar Bowl's devotion to our community is consistently demonstrated through its investment of millions of dollars and thousands of volunteer hours in support of community initiatives and tourism. The All-State Sugar Bowl, proud to host the College Football Playoff Semifinal, New Year's Day 2021.
I gotta tell you, the Ford F-150 and I, well, we're kinda like family. Ford's the #1 selling truck in America for 42 years, and Lamarck's the #1 Ford dealer. So come get your #1 truck from your #1 dealer, Lamarck Ford, where everybody gets remarkable deals and service. And wait till you see what we've done and still doing to the big store in Kenner. We're using local money, not Wall Street money. Visit Lamarck.com for more details. Drive safely, my friends.
#1 claim based on 2018 new Ford vehicle retail sales report, Memphis Region Zone E.
These are exciting times at Archbishop Rummel High School at 1901 Severn Avenue in Metairie. From a dynamic campus with many new additions to outstanding academic accomplishment, Archbishop Rummel is the place for you. From Raider Preview Night to Spend a Day, from a game day experience to experiencing Raider Prime Night, from open house to community outreach projects, come see what Archbishop Rummel has for you. Come see what it means to give one life for the sheep in the tradition of Archbishop Rummel and Christian Brothers at Rummel High School, 1901 Severn in Metairie. Visit us at rummelraiders.com.
Your station for prep sports year-round. We are 106.1 Nash Icon, WRKN, Picayune, New Orleans.
Glad you're with us as we march on pregame. Archbishop Rummel and Brother Martin here on 106.1 FM Nash Icon and streaming video at CrescentCitySports.com. Starting lineups being introduced as we speak. Let's set those for you. First of all, for Brother Martin, the visiting team, a record of 13-6, 1-1 in District 9-5A, under the direction of Jeff Lupo. Leading off at shortstop, Ben Harris. Batting second in right field is Cameron Sr. The third hitter and third baseman, Kyler Roussel. Cleanup hitter and catcher, Tyler Johnson. Batting fifth in center field, Bryce Goche. Hitting sixth at first base, Eli Booth. Batting seventh, the pitcher, Tyler Verino. Hitting eighth in left field, Julian Oob. Batting ninth at second base is Connor Corrett. The lineup for Brother Martin. We pause to honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Once again for Brother Martin, it's Harris, Sr. and Roussel. Middle three, Johnson, Goche, and Booth. Bottom three, Verino, Oob, and Corrett. On the mound for the Crusaders will be Tyler Verino. For the Rummel Raiders, with a record of 13-3, 1-0 in District 9-5A. Leading off for the Raiders will be Kyle Walker in right field. Batting second in center field is Lance Johnson. Ryan Smolari is in left field hitting third. Cleanup hitter and first baseman is Logan Bertucci. Tyler Cook, the second baseman, hits fifth. Batting sixth at shortstop, Jake Cabaceres. Hitting seventh, the third baseman, Josh Sterling. Batting eighth and catching is Ethan Claypatch. Batting ninth, the designated hitter, Aiden Champagne. Top three of Walker, Johnson, Smolari. Middle three, Bertucci, Cook, and Cabaceres. Bottom three, Sterling, Claypatch, and Champagne. Michael Tant will be on the mound for the Raiders. So the matchup is Michael Tant and Tyler Valino as the Raiders take the field. Defensively, in left, Smolari, and center, Johnson, and right, Walker. Left to right infield of Sterling at third, Cabaceres short, Cook at seven, Bertucci at first, Claypatch doing the catching. On the mound for the Raiders will be the right-hander, Michael Tant, who's been very good this year. He's 5'9", 155, a senior. Tant with a record of 3-0, an earned run average of 2.39. Tant on the season has gone 14 2/3 innings, allowing 17 hits, 7 runs, 5 earned. He's walked just 4, struck out 19, hit just 1 batter. So good command. 3 starts in his 4 appearances thus far. Great to welcome Kirk Bollinger. Broadcast as well. Kirk, always a pleasure. And you see the Raiders all the time. Tell us a little bit about Michael Tant.
Well, Michael Tant's got a good 4-seam fastball, low to mid-80s. Has been very sharp his first 3 starts. He's got a good changeup, and he mixes in a little bit of a slurve as his breaking ball. You know, the key for him is to get on top and work ahead of these Brother Martin hitters.
Lights are on to start the ball game, and Kenny, you played a whole bunch of games in this ballpark. Tell me a little bit about the conditions here. I mean, this infield typically plays honest. If it gets to the dirt, it can skip on you. Outfield is big. You got to cover gaps, right?
We're still early in the year, so the field will play soft. By the end of the summer, when it's had about 600 games played on it, it starts playing a little bit like concrete. But this is a big park. This is a triples park. You know, you really have to take good angles on balls in the gap and be able to cut it off.
Ready to go and leading it off for Brother Martin is the shortstop, Ben Harris, a .311 hitter with no homers and 7 RBI on the season. Interesting comparisons between the two teams. Rummel, a very good hitting team at .339. Brother Martin at .282. Both teams with good ERAs, 2.66 for Brother Martin, 2.40 for the Raiders. Here's Harris, and here's the first pitch of the game. And that is a strike call. We're underway at 6:01. Harris, the shortstop. Solid player and a guy that if he gets on will run. They cheat in at third with Sterling. 0-1 the count. Next pitch is on the way. Chopper toward third, handled by Sterling. Throw across on the money, and that's how this game starts with a 5-3 putout. With Sterling playing in, Kirk, it was an easy chance.
And that was the good changeup we talked about from Tant. He got ahead, came back with the changeup off speed. Harris chops one to third. Nice routine Sunday hop for Sterling to fire it across for the out.
Cameron Sr., the right fielder, will bat. He's really having a good year at 357 with a home run and 7 driven in. And yes, Cameron Sr. is a senior. Had to get that in right away. First pitch on the way. That's a fast strike from Tant to get ahead. Tant has strikeouts, as mentioned, more than one an inning, but he's all about command. So far, has that very early. 0-1 pitch on the way. Breaker in the dirt. We're even up at a ball and a strike. Raiders in their home whites, clean look with the familiar R emblazoned on the front of the jersey. Red numerals. Of course, the Columbia blue trim. A ball and a strike. And the pitch on the way. And it just missed the outside edge. And it's 2-1. Brother Martin in their crimson look, their crimson jerseys with their gray pants as the road team. The two-tone caps. And the gold outline on the numbers. Tant with a strike called. 2-2 now. Two senior.
Even with the couple pitches that were called balls on this batter, I mean, he's all over the plate. I mean, he just missed a couple of times.
Sun shining brightly. We'll talk about that if it's a factor early on in this game in a moment. 2-2 the count. Tant winds, kicks, and deals. Ooh, changeup just dripped low. Pretty good pitch just out of the zone. That's a good read by Senior. You have to identify that pitch as a hitter if you're going to take that one.
That's a great take. That's a tough take. That ball's middle, just below the knees. May have fooled Senior. That's maybe why he took that pitch.
Do a payoff pitch from Tant to Senior. It is on the way. Line drive, base hit, center field. Cameron Senior with a one-out single. First base runner for Brother Martin, and they love to run. This is a team, Kenny, that swiped 60 bases already on the year in just 71 attempts.
Well, and that's unusual baseball for the Catholic District. You know, usually it's been the big bats or the great pitching. You can probably count on your hands a few times that some of these Catholic League teams were able to steal that many bases.
Senior already assuming a good lead. He wants to run if possible. 5 out of 6 in the stolen base department on the season. The hitter is Colin Roussel. Best hitter on the team. The left-handed swinger is at .422 with no homers and 10 driven in a big hole right side with the second baseman Cook cheating up the middle. Here's the pitch and a swing and a foul left side out of play. It's 0-1.
And you know, it's up to the Rummel's pitchers to keep those runners close on the base. It's you know, he's got to throw over a little bit. He's got to vary his looks, vary his timing to the plate, so he doesn't get a 2 or 3 step lead.
No balls and a strike on Roussel. Stretch by Tant. Pitch on the way. Chopper slowly right side. Good play by Tant. He's got a race to the bag smartly and makes the play unassisted. That's a good athletic play by Tant. Bertucci broke for the ball, so he couldn't get there. Second baseman's cheating up the middle. Kurt, that had to be Tant's play.
Yeah, that's a good old tweener on the PFPs that you practice about 1,000,000 times in spring training. Tant stays on his line towards first base. That's really the only way you can handle that play. Stay on your line towards first. If you get it, you get it. You continue to the bag. If you don't get it, you continue to the bag, and hopefully the first baseman flips it to you.
78 degrees at game time. Almost feels summer-like. The batter is Tyler Johnson, a .327 hitter. No homers, 14 driven in for the Crusader catcher.
I used to tell our pitchers that, you know, expect the first baseman to not be at the base on that play. That, you know, you're expecting to sprint all the way over there and be pleasantly surprised if you catch the ball and he's there. Then all you got to do is flip it.
Right. The pitcher's responsibility, he's going to the bag no matter what on that play, one way or the other.
So here's Johnson with 14 driven in on the year. The fine Brother Martin catcher. Closed stance right side. The pitch. Changeup just missing down. And as you said, Kenny, he's all around the plate.
I mean, that's a great pitch. You know, it's hard for good hitters to lay off that pitch. You know, maybe there's some strategy to not swinging at the breaking pitch till you get a strike.
Yeah, that changeup is a good one, and it's a matter of identifying it out of the hand.
Correct.
1-0 the count. The pitch is a fastball high. It's 2-0. He'll be about 80 with his fastball, but again, it's the off-speed pitches that really give Tant the opportunity to compete and compete very well.
And you see the respect they have for Tyler Johnson with that first pitch changeup. Obviously, there's a base open right here, so you really don't have to give in to Tyler Johnson, so you can pitch him tough, and they start him off with a change.
2-0 the count. Check of the runner second, and Tant steps off.
You know, what's the old saying, you know, you don't let the best players beat you. You know, so if you can take the bat out of their hand here and make them chase something or even give up a walk to him, then you're going down to your, what is it, your sixth hole hitter, fifth hole hitter?
Yep. Bryce Goche on deck, right-handed batter.
2-0. That is a strike at the knees. It's 2-1.
Now you don't want to have to pitch past Goche because you've got the tough-hitting left-hander Eli Booth in the hole.
2 balls and a strike. Pretty big gap in left center field. Center fielder Johnson cheats over a little bit toward right.
And the wind's blowing that way too.
2-1. Popped him foul out of play, and the count evens up at 2-2. We said 78 degrees at game time. Well, the wind is out of the south-southwest at 11, so it's blowing out and toward left at 11 miles an hour, but gusting at times to 17. It's not that strong at the moment, but we saw it earlier where the flags were pretty stiff.
It's a similar wind that we saw Friday night when Cavaceres hit the grand slam out to left field. That ball was getting pushed the whole way. It was just a matter of whether it was going to stay fair or foul.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Tant struck out Johnson. The inning is over. No runs and a hit. No errors, 1 left. Bottom of the first coming with no score. And we're back in a moment with Rummel Baseball at 106.1 FM Nash Icon and via CrescentCitySports.com.
Vanderbrook and Company CPAs are proud sponsors of the 2021 Raider baseball team. William Vanderbrook, a 1979 graduate of Archbishop Rummel High School and captain of the 1979 Raider baseball team, is an owner of the Metairie-based accounting firm he started in 1989, servicing Southeast Louisiana in matters of taxation, accounting, and consulting for over 30 years. Their office is located at 2900 Clearview Parkway in Metairie. Call 504-455-0762. Good luck to Coach Frank Cazzo and the Raider baseball team. Raider pride.
Hi, I'm John Terrio, Archbishop Rummel High School class of 1979 and managing partner of Malcolm M. Denis Certified Public Accountants. Our firm has been serving the Gulf South region for over 60 years. We assist our clients with tax compliance and auditing. We also serve as the CFO for many of our corporate clients. We have a specialized forensic accounting group that consults with attorneys on litigation matters. We are proud supporters of Archbishop Rummel High School and the LaSallian tradition. Thank God Almighty I'm a Raider.
Crusaders are on the field in the bottom of the first inning, and the outfield alignment has Zubin left. Goche in center. Senior is in right. Left to right infield. Roussel third. Harris at short. Corrett second. Booth at first. Johnson catching. And the right-hander Tyler Valino is on the mound for Brother Martin. And Valino on the year has been a tough luck pitcher, because he's pitched pretty well, but the numbers don't reflect it. He's 0-3 with a 3.50 earned run average. 26 innings pitched, second most on the staff. 35 hits allowed, 19 runs, 13 earned. He's walked only 8, struck out 20, has hit 5 batters. And Kyle Walker will lead it off for the Raiders. Walker, the Louisiana Tech signee, hitting a cool .438 with a homer, 13 driven in. He's just a pure hitter. Close stance, stands upright from the right side. Molino's first pitch, off speed down for ball 1.
That's unusual. First pitch of the game is a breaking ball right out of the gate. But again, the respect that they have for Kyle Walker, and as you said, he is just a pure hitter.
1-0 the count, the next one on the way. That's a fastball away. It's 2-0. Kenny, we talked to Jeff Lupo earlier, says we'll see what it really is, a slurve from Molino. I think that's what the first pitch was that we saw.
Right.
Combination of slider and curveball.
And what it's going to do, it's going to break down and across. It's not going to have a real sharp break. You know, a slider is going to give you a real hard pitch that breaks hard. Your curveball is more an off-speed pitch with more of a break, and this is an in-between pitch.
That's it. It's a tweener.
Right.
Strike called, the 2-1. missing away. It's 3-1 to Walker. Johnson waits to hit next.
And you know what? Watch your mouth about first pitch curveballs, please. Sometime the first 8 pitches of the game for me was a curveball.
Got to do what you got to do, Ken.
Here's the 3-1. That's high. Walker's on. Leadoff walk. Bodes well for the Raiders. Speed aboard, and Lance Johnson will bat. Johnson on his way to Delgado to play here on this field. Johnson hitting .358, no homers, and 13 driven in. He was big in the first win against Brother Martin with a pair of doubles in that game. Really got things started for the Raiders in that big 7-run 5th inning.
He's one of the scrappiest, toughest players on the field out there tonight. He's not going to leave anything in the tank while he's out there. You're going to see dives, head first slides. He'll take a pitch in the elbow. It doesn't matter. He's going to do what it takes to get on base.
Pitch to Johnson. That misses down for a ball. Of course, they have to pay mind to Kyle Walker with his speed on the base pass because Kyle has 9 stolen bases to lead this team, 9 out of 10 in that department.
Yeah, he's a 6'6", 860 runner. So he's got some wheels, and he'll display them on the base pass and in right field.
1-0 is a swing and a liner down the right field side, foul. Just sliced foul by about 2 feet, and the count goes 1-1. And that's Johnson. He will hit the ball where it's pitched at all times, Kenny.
Well, that was a nice job right there. That pitch was on the outside corner, or a little bit off the outside, and he did a great job of just hitting where the pitch was thrown.
And an effective bunter, and thus the attention of Roussel at third, who's in on the grass. A lot of hitting room through both sides for Lance Johnson, with Walker aboard to start the bottom of the first inning.
I would have liked to have seen Lance be a little more selective there ahead in the count 1-0.
Pops this one up, a pitch up in the zone, an easy chance. Right fielder on, second baseman out, second baseman for the catch. That's correct for out number 1. Walker has to hold first, and that will bring up Ryan Smolari.
That's what I was talking about, being selective. Early on in the season, Lance was getting himself out because he was chasing pitches out of the zone, trying to do a little bit too much. He just needs to stay within himself and swing at pitches that he can handle.
Here's Ryan Smolari, .413 on the year with no homers, 14 driven in. He's a good player, good hitter. Brother Martin's outfield will play shallow. We saw that in the game 1 between these two teams. The pitch is away for ball 1, and I covered the game with Brother Martin and St. Augustine here last night, and they were shallow most of the game in that one too. That's just a strategy which they will employ.
You know, I'm okay with that. You know, as a coach, make them beat you over the top. You know, the BB Corp bats, they don't have a lot of pop. The hitter's got to supply a lot of it. If you have confidence in your pitcher, keeping the ball down in the zone and making pitches on the inside part of the plate, then you can afford to do that.
Walker Bluff did not go on that pitch, and the pitch was high, and it's 2-0. Getting back to your point about a little bit more patience with the previous hitter. The pitcher struggling to find the zone. He does here, and a swing and a foul by Smolari, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, to fall behind hitters on a consistent basis is the worst thing that can happen for a pitcher. Because then you got to come in with something fat, and good hitters, hit mistakes.
2 balls and a strike. Smolari in left side. Walker away from first. There he goes. The pitch is down and in. They'll never throw him out. Picked a good pitch to run on. A stolen base for Walker. His 10th of the season. And the Raiders have a runner in scoring position with 1 out and a 3-1 count on Smolari.
And that was really a fastball count. And he's running on it, but it wasn't a fastball. It looked like it might have been a changeup that he pulled down and in the dirt, and Johnson just didn't have a chance.
3-1 pitch. That's high, ball 4. So 2 walks issued by Volino and 2 on, 1 out. And here's the cleanup hitter, Logan Bertucci.
And right there, Smolari walks, and that's one of the reasons right now why he is one of the hottest hitters in Rummel's lineup. Again, early on, he was trying to do a little too much. Sometimes you get senioritis, right, Kenny? You get senioritis. It's beginning of the season. You're looking to do so many things. You're looking to have a memorable senior year, and these guys get out of their comfort zone. They're swinging at pitches all over the place. But lately, Smolari's dialed it back a little bit, been a little bit more selective, and his batting average has risen rapidly since the first 2 weeks in the season.
Well, I had the opportunity to coach him out of the Big Easy, and what a great kid, what a great competitor, and willing to learn anything that you want to tell him. And that's how you get better.
That goes a long way. Those are the guys you really enjoy coaching.
Right.
Here's Bertucci. Logan, 340, a homer. He leads this team with 22 runs driven in. He's up there in an RBI situation here. First pitch is a hard hit, base hit right field. Walker's going to round third. They're going to send him. Here comes the throw toward the plate. It is not in time. Back end runner to third, and the Raiders take a 1-0 lead. Logan Bertucci, he's your RBI man, his 23rd of the year.
And a great piece of base running by Smolari. He saw the ball going over the cutoff man's head, and he went over from second to third standing up.
Yeah, he did, Kenny. He took a big turn around second and was eyeballing the throw the whole time. As soon as it got over Eli Booth's head at first base as a cutoff man, he walked into third base.
Yep.
Great heads-up base running by Ryan.
That's good base running. Sometimes you can't teach that. It's got to be in you.
So still runners at the corners, only one out, and a chance for Tyler Cook. The senior at 356, no homers, 10 driven in. The pitch, fastball, strike call, delayed call over the outside edge.
Those delayed calls drive you crazy as a coach.
I don't know what Bertucci's nickname is amongst the boys in the dugout, but I tell you what, whatever it is, they might have to start changing it and calling him the chauffeur right now because he's driving everybody home, Kenny.
0-1. Breaking ball's a
Yep.
dandy strike call. That's that slurve right there.
That's what it
and
is.
that was a perfect one. It's 0-2.
You know, he hit that ball pretty hard and just out of the reach of the second baseman. So it wasn't right at the right fielder. The right fielder had to take a little bit of angle, and I mean, I didn't think he had a shot at the plate.
No, that's a ball that probably should have been cut off.
Right.
0-2 the count to Cook. The pitch. Breaking ball struck him out looking. Quality pitch. That's a big out. Keeping the runner at third now with 2 outs. It takes a hit from Jake Cabaceres. Cabaceres has just been terrific. He was the star of the game in the victory over Brother Martin last Friday night with a double and a grand slam and a terrific play defensively in the 7th inning of that game. Fully outlaid toward the bag at second. Got up and threw a strike.
His performance the other night, I mean, you just can't say enough about it. Offensively, defensively, you know, he put the team on his shoulders and carried them home that night.
That's what great leaders do. That's what the great players do.
Pitch to Cabaceres is a strike called, so Valino finding the zone now. It's 0-1.
This is a huge at bat in the game right here. I know it's early, but if Valino can limit the damage right here, you know, he keeps his team in the game. If he gives up a double here or another single, you know, it's a crooked number. It's a big lead early for the Raiders. A lot of confidence for them.
Runner goes from first. The pitch is a strike. The throw down is cut off. Runner for the plate. He's safe. Double steal, and the ball gets by on the throw from the shortstop, so the back end runner takes third. That's a big run for the Raiders. Well, you play aggressive, and it pays off, guys.
Right, and that's a tough play. You know, you're asking your second baseman to come in and read the runner at third. Everything has to be absolutely perfect to throw somebody out on that play.
Yeah, and unfortunately right there for Corrette, the throw was high. He had to jump for it so that when he came down, he really didn't get a chance to get his feet up underneath him and drive the ball to the plate. That's why it was short of the plate and it bounced.
So stolen bases and a throwing error, allowing the runner to get to third. Strike called, struck him out, inning over. So Cabaceres gone on strikes, but Rummel comes up with 2 runs in the inning on 1 hit, 1 error, and the Raiders strand 1. We've played 1. It's the Raiders on top of Brother Martin 2-0. Back in a moment here on 106.1 FM Nash Icon and at CrescentCitySports.com. You wouldn't want your favorite sports team to play only offense or defense, so when it comes to insurance, why settle for someone that can handle only your auto policy? Bring your home and auto insurance to Allstate now, and you can save big on both. You deserve someone that can assist you more. That's Allstate Stan. Are you in good hands? Call Allstate agent Eddie Corcoran, class of 79 at 504-469-6400. Subject to availability and qualifications, Allstate Insurance Company, Allstate Property and Casualty Insurance Company, and Allstate Indemnity Company, Northbrook, Illinois.
Sterling Auto Repair and Towing at 4717 Utica Street in Metairie can handle all your auto needs. From brakes to full engine repair to air conditioning and heating repair to diagnostic services, you can depend on Sterling Auto Repair to take care of whatever service your vehicle needs. Sterling Auto Repair will get you back on the road with warranted parts and services with true pricing and guaranteed work done right. With convenient hours and reasonable rates, call Sterling Auto Repair and Towing at 504-608-6400 or visit sterling-autorepair.com. Sterling Auto Repair and Towing, a proud sponsor of Rummel Baseball on 106.1 FM.
2-0 Raiders as we go to the top of the second inning, along with Kenny Versang and Kirk Bollinger. I'm Ken Trahan from Kirsch-Rooney Stadium. And here in the second for Butler Martin will be Bryce Goche, Eli Booth, and Tyler Valino against Michael Tant. Goche at 250, a homer, and 9 driven in, right-handed hitter. Tant the sign. 16th pitch of the game is a strike called to get ahead.
I love the way that Tant just attacks the plate. I mean, everything he's thrown has been, within an inch or so of the plate. I mean, he's all over the place on that.
Swinging a fly ball, slicing right side, Walker over toward the line, running hard. He slides, and he doesn't get it. Great effort. He actually scooped it off the grass, but it hit the grass, and it's foul. That ball just kept slicing.
Well, I think it fooled him a little bit because he kind of started to jog. I think if he had stayed at full speed, I think he might have been able to get to it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Kenny. He did. He took off hard, and then he slowed down, and I think the wind pushed it a little bit more towards the infield than he was expecting, and that's why he had to dive for it at the end.
Good point again. Wind working in a bit from right, working out toward left.
Great effort.
No balls and 2 strikes on Goche. Tant ready and Tant pitching. That's down, a ball.
Kirk, I don't know if you coached guys like I did sometime where I'd have to yell at them after 4 or 5 pitches. You got to move. You're killing the grass out there.
You do, and you really have to adjust from pitch to pitch because of the count. You want to play defense to the count. You want to play defense to the number of outs in the inning. You want to play defense to the score.
Sure.
You got to pay attention to the scoreboard.
Great effort.
1-2 the count. No balls. And this is down for a ball. And the count is now even at 2-2.
Doubled up on changeups right there, both of them down in the zone. If you're going to miss with a changeup, that's exactly where you want to miss. But now the 2-2 pitch is about to be thrown, and that's the one pitch I always talk to my pitchers about being the action pitch. We don't want to go to 3-2. This has to be a strike.
On 2-2, Goche waits, and Tant delivers. And he's down and out, so it's full 3-2.
And what I started to learn from doing this for so many years, you never want to be negative with your pitcher. You want to say, hey, put it in play right here. Don't say you can't throw a ball.
Right.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch from Tant to Goche, and a swing and a pop foul back. We'll do it again at 3-2.
That got in on his hands a little bit.
And this is a key batter in the inning. You just put up a 2 spot. You don't want to lead off the inning with a walk. And Goche's battling right here, fouling off, or spoiling, I should say, a good 3-2 pitch. And we'll do it again.
Tant kicks and fires, and a swing and a ground ball to first. Terrible hop, hit him in the face. Bertucci is down. He was hit in the face. Boy, oh boy. He's laying flat on the ground. That ball came up, and I'm sure it hit him in the face.
You can only hope he got it in the forehead because it did knock the hat off. I'm hoping it hit him in the forehead and not the face.
Well, it's hit right at him, and I mean hard. But the ball came up on him and just struck him flush, and he's to his knee now. For those listening on radio, of course, at CrescentCitySports.com, you can see what's happening, and everybody hushed on both sides of this one.
They'd have been bringing me to the hospital.
Ooh, that was one wicked hop.
That was terrible.
It was right in the area where the base runners take their leads.
Right.
And that's where it looked
like. I can tell you right now, it's right below his left eye.
Oof.
Can see the big mouse already. And
it's not cut?
Well, you can see a big old mouse for sure. Let me tell you about Logan Bertucci, guys. I do football games for Archbishop Rummel. He's their fullback for 2 years, and then he moved to linebacker last year to help his team. And he is so tough. He is a tough guy. The ultimate team player and a terrific young man. If there's any way he can stay in, he's going to. I guarantee you, knowing this kid, he's talking it over with Jimmy and the trainer, and we'll see.
I mean,
they'll make the right decision one way or the other.
It's always an important game, but for this one, I'd say, hey, let's come sit this one out.
You're gonna have to drag him off.
I'll
tell you that right now.
Home plate umpires out there checking it out.
Now, could the umpires make a call on this and say he's got to come out? What's the rule on that?
He's sprinting to the dugout, so that much we know, but whether that's to come out or to get some attention, I don't know.
I mean, can the umpires overrule the coach? on that, or is the umpires the final
Yeah, it looks
say
like
so?
he's going to come out of the game.
Okay.
So Rhett Centeni is coming out for Rummel. So your cleanup hitter who's driven in a run, and a great hitter, by the way, is out of the game, it appears, and it looks like we'll get Rhett Centeni coming into the game for the Raiders. That's a big blow.
Well, but he can come back in the game, though. Remember that.
He can.
He can.
That's right.
This is high school baseball, and it's crazy. Don't get me started. But now Centeni has to play.
Steve Orcus is the home plate umpire, and he does a great job. He
Mhm.
really, really does. He's one of the guys that when I was coaching at Shaw, he absolutely took control of the ball game, and he may have had something to say about him coming out of the game right there.
May have. He's looking over the dugout right now. And I mean, Bertucci sprinted off the field.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
I mean,
Can't keep a good man down.
If he's woozy, he sure isn't showing it. He sprinted, and he knew right where to sprint to as well. So it's a base hit for Goche, and Eli Booth bats, the first baseman. 222, no homers, 10 driven in for Eli. Time called. Tant did loosen up a little bit with Centeni because he had to wait a long time, did Michael Tant. Second hit for Brother Martin.
As a pitcher, Kenny, don't you wish we could give an arrow on the groundskeeper on a
Yes,
play
yes,
like that?
absolutely.
The pitch.
Absolutely.
Check swing foul. It's 0-1.
Because should he come around to score, that's an earned run. And you know how we are with our earned run averages.
Absolutely.
We protect those things like
he
they're
shouldn't have been on
gold.
base.
But I love Mike Touye.
Mike does a great job,
It
man.
wasn't his fault. It was the base runner's footprints.
Well, let's see. Joe's not here tonight, so let's blame Joe. 0-1 the count. It's all good. Eli Booth waiting. Lead by Goche, who swiped 9 on the year, not going. Pitches away. It's 1-1. He's 9 for 10 in stolen bases. And as mentioned, Brother Martin's extremely aggressive. They're going to run at all costs regardless of the score. So I would expect to see this runner in motion the longer this at-bat goes.
That's how Coach Lupo likes it. That's how Coach Seward teaches it. That's the type of base runner he was. So he's going to teach these Crusaders how to run the bases that
Not
way.
going. Pitches outside. It's 2-1.
Tant spinning off of those last two pitches a little bit more than he had been earlier.
Double play in order. Second baseman Cook cheats up the middle. 2-1 the count. Good lead for Goche. Again, the deeper the count, the more likely he is to run, and Tant froze him there. So time called by the hitter. Leadoff single, hard hit, bat hop single for Goche.
I'm surprised he hasn't thrown over the first more. Oh,
Just
okay.
did, and it's
Yes.
low, and a nice job by a new first baseman who had to dig one out there and short hopped it. Really good job by Centeni.
Yeah, Rhett did a good job on that. I tell you, a quick feet right there by Tant.
Yes.
A good throw. It would have been bang bang over there.
2 balls and a strike. Ready once more. Runner not going. The pitch is high, so his attention is split between the base runner and the hitter, and he's falling behind 3-1.
Well, not only that, you lose your 4-hole hitter right now. You know, you don't know how hurt he is. So there's numerous things running through that head right now.
Now, more likely to see the runner going 3-1. Goche a lead. He is not going. The pitch is a swing and a foul, and it's full 3-2. I'll take any bets right now that he's going on this pitch.
Kenny, as a coach, in the 3-1 count, did you like to use that as an automatic run situation unless you had a guy on first base who wasn't very, very fast?
Yes, but you know, I went with a different approach. At Everett, you know, we had great speed. So we talked about running the bases, and I really just gave my guys green lights.
Okay.
I said, you know, you know what I'm expecting from you.
There's a throw over
and
back in.
I mean, if you think you got a good jump, go. If you don't have a good jump, you know, change your mind. Come on back.
When I was at UNO under the tutelage of Tom Schwanner, that was one of our rules was 3-1 was a must go unless he gave you the red light. Good count to run on.
3-2 the count. Runner goes. Payoff pitch. Ground ball base hit right field. Beautifully done right through the hole. Runner will round second. Big turn. And the throw, if it had gone towards second, would have been interesting, but it ends up first and second.
Well, he lost his footing rounding around second. He kind of tripped a little bit.
So 2 straight hits, nobody out, and a big chance for the Crusaders. And the pitcher, Tyler Valino, You would think a bunt situation, but he's a .327 hitter with no homers, 6 RBI. And the reason I say that is you look behind him and there's a .107 hitter on deck. So normally you'd think bunt here, but coaches know their players. And they'll do what they think is the correct thing to do here. Jeff Lupo, a very good one. Runners away first and second with nobody out.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the bunt right here, you know. I don't like giving outs and then having the bottom of the lineup have to do the work.
Squared the bunt, took a strike, it's 0-1.
Right, and, it's just different philosophies, with what to do, what type of hitter is this young man? I mean, you never know, So I think this early in the game, I don't know if I'm bunting either.
And then Oob, who's on deck, is not one of their regular starters. He's in there tonight, but he hasn't been in there often.
0-1.
Right.
And he tried to bunt a breaking ball and missed it. Snap throw to second. Not a good idea there, but stabbed out of the air. Runners hold, and it's 0-2.
I just had nightmares of the catcher from Catholic throwing down second base a couple of weeks ago.
Well, Ethan Claypatch was a primary reason Rummel beat Brother Martin Friday night. He threw out 3 base stealers in that game last Friday night.
How nice is that to have that as a pitcher?
That was impressive.
0-2 the count. Runners away first and second with nobody out. Molino waits. And the 0-2. He's going to bunt on 0-2, and he bunts perfectly for a base hit. Base is loaded, nobody out. A great bunt by Volino. Pitcher falling away the other way, and the bunt went by him, and he couldn't recover. And now the bases are full of Crusaders with nobody out, and a visit to the mound by Oliver Lacoste. Interesting that they stayed with the bunt on 0-2. And he executed perfectly.
That was a drag bunt, though. That was a bunt for a hit. That wasn't a sacrifice type bunt where he was giving himself up. He was actually bunting for the base hit, and they got a big break with Tant coming off the mound and slipping.
Right.
So right now Rummel is in a bit of a jam. Bases loaded, nobody out, and one was a result of a bad hop grounder, and the other one was a slip and fall on a bunt. So Brother Martin putting some pressure on Rummel, and now Tant is in trouble, and he's got to do what Volino did last inning and try to control the damage a bit here.
Correct.
With Julian Oob at the plate, interesting story on Oob. Last night he was penciled into the lineup against St. Aug, but he got hurt in pregame and had to go get a couple of stitches and did not play, but he's in there tonight. Talk about tough. Good to see Julian playing, the left fielder, a 107, no homers, 4 driven in. With the bases loaded, nobody out. Stretched by Tant. Pitch on the way. Down a ball, 1-0.
Kirk, you were talking earlier about how quick Tant looks out on mound going to the base. That may have been a reason why Brother Martin wasn't running as much early like this.
Could be.
Because, scout report may say, hey, pretty quick to the plate.
1-0 the count. Pitch is a strike called. It's 1-1.
And Tant's a former middle infielder. You saw how quickly he got off the mound.
Right.
Unfortunately, his feet came out from under him, but he can field his position.
1-1 the count. Andrew Sieta is running at first base. Courtesy runner for Volino. Here's the 1-1. Down a ball, 2-1.
Good block. Nice block right there. It's great for a pitcher to have confidence in a catcher that you can throw your curveball and it's going to get blocked.
Yep, and Claypatch has been doing a very good job of that this year. And as we said, throwing runners out. Very good arm. A lot of arm strength.
2 balls and a strike on Oob. The base is loaded, nobody out, and the pitch on the way is a strike called. It's even up 2-2. Oob making him work here.
Right. Now, that pitch right there has been there about 5 or 6 times. You talk about the umpire behind the plate. Every time it's been there, it's been a strike. As a coach or as a player, that's all you can ask for.
That's it.
2-2 on Oob. Tant could use a strikeout here. Oob has other ideas. Runners away every bag.
And Oob's tough to strike out.
On 2-2 the pitch. Fly ball right field will get a run home, it would appear. Walker makes the catch. Runners tag. Lead runner scores. The throw goes to third, and it's a 2-1 game. On a sacrifice fly by Oob. Good at bat. Put the ball in play, gets a run home. Goche scoring. Walker throws toward the cutoff man and keeps the other runner at second with 1 out. And here's Connor Corrette.
Now, notice that the pitcher was backing up home plate on that. If that ball gets by him at third base, there's nobody backing up over there on that throw. So, what I think pitcher should have done there is kind of split the difference. to see where the throw is going to be made.
Right. You kind of know right there that that ball's not going to the plate. It shouldn't have, and it didn't. That was a good job by Walker.
First pitch high for ball one to Corrette. 9-hole hitter, but he's at 385 with no homers and 7 RBI. You oftentimes see that in the 9-hole with teams liking that double leadoff scenario, putting a good hitter in the 9-hole.
He's also a good contact hitter.
1-0 the count to Corrette. The pitch in the dirt, bounce, blocked by Claypatch. Keeps the runners where they are. It's 2-0.
That's one of the things I found with Jeff Lupo coach teams is that with 2 strikes, they have a very good approach, and they're very difficult to strike out.
2-0 the count.
You know, Kenny talking about splitting the difference, backing up bases. I never could really do that because if I split the difference, I was going to be late wherever I needed to be because I wasn't fast. So
right.
I had to pick one.
Right, I understand, absolutely.
Swinging a foul, it's 2-1.
But, you know, I mean, how many times have you seen high school games where they either don't back up or they back up the wrong base?
Right. If they back up the wrong base on a play like that,
Right.
I'm okay with it as long as they're somewhere. But if
Right.
they're out in the middle of the field and the ball gets away,
I mean, I would
we can
ask
have a
the
little
pitchers.
talk.
I was asked the pitchers. I mean, what are you doing, standing out there taking pictures?
can't be a spectator. Everybody on the field's got a place to be on every ball put in play.
2-1 the count. Runners lead the pitch. Changeup, I guess low, and it's 3-1. They have laid off of that changeup consistently, and it's consistently been over but low.
Right.
It's hard to tell up here if he's given it a chance. You know, we're a little elevated. It's hard to see if that ball's starting in his zone or if it's coming out of his hand low. It must be because they're spitting on it every time.
3-1 the count. The pitch. That's a strike. Again, he's a little bit delayed in giving us the signal, but it's a strike, and it's full 3-2. Let's see how Jeff Lupo plays this. Very aggressive coaching. Booth at second. Sietta at first. 3-2 the count.
Good wheels on base. Both of those guys can run.
A little reverse move or an inside move by the pitcher.
Not good time for it.
Yeah,
Right.
Cook cheating way up the middle, trying to hold that runner on. 3-2 the count. Runners will lead again.
And I think that's a good spot for Cook because they're going to probably pitch him away, and Corrette's going to do what he's supposed to do, and he does, and he's going to hit it the other way.
Cook backs off, and now stepping off is Tant. Wheels are turning here. Long inning because we had the injury to start the inning as well.
In the big leagues right now, Tyler Cook would probably be over there, and the shortstop would be over there. And
Oh,
it'd be
everybody's
a
all
big
over the
pull
place.
And no chance for a double
Runner's
play.
not going, and a chopper right side is going to get through for a base hit. Right through the hole. Runner rounds third. He's going to stop. Strong throw to the plate by Walker. But now the bases are loaded again with one out. He hit it right through the hole that we spoke of. And now they flip the lineup, and Ben Harris with a big chance to perhaps put Brother Martin on top.
So Corrette didn't go the other way with the fastball away. He actually got out and around it, and he hooked it, chopped it in that hole. Kyle Walker made a nice, strong throw to the plate, holding all the runners.
And that's where having to hold the runner at second base there took the second baseman out of his normal position because he makes that play easy.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
Now back to double play depth. With Harris at the plate, he grounded the third to start the game. Pitch. Pop foul out of play. It's 0-1. One time through the lineup. Brother Martin with 5 hits on the board. Tan with 1 strikeout, and he's had more than a strikeout per inning this year. So good contact by the Crusaders.
Yeah, Tant would welcome another chopper to Sterling here, I'll tell you that. Start the old 5-2-3 double play because he's even with the bag at third.
0-1. Breaking ball hammered to left field, and well, that's going to score at least 2. That ball's going to the wall. 1 run is home. 2 runs are home. Third runner's going to come to the plate, and they stop him halfway. They got him hung up. Now they got a run down to the catcher, Claypatch.
Nobody at the
Runs
plate.
it back, and he
Nobody
throws
at the
the ball
plate.
low. Nobody's covering. Now the pitcher's there, and he's out.
Yeah.
Great job by not
Santani.
the pitcher, but by the first baseman, Santani, to get there for the out. Brother Martin takes the lead on a double by Harris to make it 3-2, and they lose another base runner, which is something that cost him in the game last Friday. That runner went too far around the bag, Kurt.
He stumbled. Coming
Yeah.
around the bag, and then he got caught in no man's land. Cabaceres received the throw from the left fielder, double clutched, and they still had a play on Oob at third. And like you said, Centeni, you could see him bust it from first base all the way home to get there just in time to record the out.
Harris really hit that ball hard. No chance for Smilari. Now it's runner at third with 2 outs. And here's Cameron Sr., who singled in the first. And he swings and shoots one to center. Johnson slips, and that's got by him. That's going to be extra bases. It will be a 4-2 game. All kinds of players having trouble getting their footing out here on this field. They had a little rain earlier today. Maybe that's why. That's another well-struck ball by Senior, as Brother Martin has solved Tant here in the second.
Well, he's hit the ball hard twice. And let me tell you something. For center fielders, that's the hardest ball for them to judge. That line drive coming right at him, and it's knuckling or who knows what it's doing. It's just so hard to judge.
Yeah, that ball definitely looked like it was knuckling out there into the outfield, because even though Lance slipped, he wasn't even close to it.
No.
And I think it really was knuckling, and the wind was affecting the knuckling of the ball.
And moving it away from him.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Colin Roussel with a chance to add some more. Pitch on the way. That's a strike. It's 0-1. Roussel grounded out to the pitcher unassisted in the first. 6 hits in the inning for the Crusaders. You don't see that very often.
No.
That's a big inning.
Huge.
They're lucky it's only 4 runs, though.
Well, again, they ran into an out. That's what really plagued them in the game on Friday night.
And it all started with a bad hop single.
Yep.
It makes such a big difference in the inning. You get the
Yes, it
leadoff
does.
guy out. Instead, it's a base hit.
0-1. That is a strike. It's 0-2.
And then they follow it with a bouncing ball in the hole. That's open because there's a runner on first. That ordinarily wouldn't be open if that guy was recorded with a U3. I mean, so many different things change, but that's why we love this game.
That's absolutely right, because the stuff that's not in the scorebook.
0-2 the count. Check of the runner, long look, and now Tant steps off as the runner dances around.
Tell you what, Tant's doing a great job of controlling the running game. He really is. I mean,
Absolutely.
he's on the underside of the score right now, but he's doing everything he can do to control that running game. I'll tell you that. Spoiled
1-2 now.
Spoiled a good backdoor breaking ball right there by Tant.
He almost
Good
took
hitters
it,
find a way.
He almost took it out the catcher's glove.
Pretty much did.
A ball and 2 strikes. Runner at second is Senior. 4 runs are home for Brother Martin here in the second with a 4-2 lead over Rummel.
Nobody up in the bullpen at this point.
Tant will stretch. And again, time call. So things have really slowed down.
Now Rummel's got their full assortment of pitchers available tonight. They've got.
They're back in district play Thursday of this week at Segnet Field against John Curtis.
Correct.
1-2 the count. Here it is. Breaker in the dirt. What I'm seeing is that they're reading Tant's off-speed stuff very well. They're laying off. You don't see swings at balls out of the zone.
And
That's recognition.
Yeah, and I think that comes along with the approach that I was talking about. If your approach is to look for the ball away with 2 strikes, it's going to keep you on the off-speed pitch a little bit better. You'll see it a little bit longer, and then you can lay off of it a little bit easier than if you're looking to try to pull and do damage with 2 strikes.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him on a high fastball. Inning is over, but 8 men come to the plate for Brother Martin. 4-run score on 6 hits with no errors, 1 stranded. They've left 2. Bottom of the second coming. Crusaders 4 and the Raiders 2. It's Rummel Baseball on 106.1 FM Nash Icon and at CrescentCitySports.com.
For 87 years, the All-State Sugar Bowl remains a college football leader and New Year's Day tradition. Through difficult times and challenges, the All-State Sugar Bowl stands committed to shining a national spotlight on New Orleans, Louisiana, and the Gulf Coast. The All-State Sugar Bowl's devotion to our community is consistently demonstrated through its investment of millions of dollars and thousands of volunteer hours in support of community initiatives and tourism. The All-State Sugar Bowl, proud to host the college football playoff semifinal and New Year's Day tradition.
I got to tell you, the Ford F-150 and I, well, we're kind of like family. Ford's the #1 selling truck in America for 42 years, and Lamarck's the #1 Ford dealer. So come get your #1 truck from your #1 dealer, Lamarck Ford, where everybody gets remarkable deals and service. And wait till you see what we've done and still doing to the big store in Kenner. We're using local money, not Wall Street money. Visit Lamarck.com for more details. Drive safely, my friends.
#1 claim based on 2018 new Ford vehicle retail sales report, Memphis Region Zone E.
Of your Tyler Bellino, you have to feel pretty good right now. He struggled in the first inning, walking a couple, giving up a couple of runs, but then his team went out and got him 4. And he's got a 4-2 lead, taking the mound in the second with 20 pitches in 1 inning, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Here's Josh Sterling at 205, a homer, 14 RBI. Want to salute Ryan Sterling and Sterling Auto Repair and Towing for helping make this possible. Appreciate them very much. Chopper to short on the first pitch. Harris collects it with time to throw him out. 1 gone. So 1 pitch, 1 out. And that will bring Ethan Claypatch to the plate.
Now it's up to Brother Martin to try and keep Rummel from getting, the big moment back.
New lease on life for Bellino, and he did exactly what you wanted him to do after a 4-spot, first pitch, fastball, boom, strike.
Ethan Claypatch, 222, 2 homers, 12 RBI for the Raider catcher. Bellino the sign, rocks and fires, swing and a miss. Rummel goes out there swinging in the second inning after the 2 walks in the first and being down by 2, a very aggressive approach.
Well, as a coach, you don't always want to take the bat out the hitter's hands automatically. We just hope that they keep swinging at good pitches.
Breaking ball in the dirt, skips back to the screen. It's 1-1.
And that is the key. You don't want to take the aggressiveness away from the hitter. You want him to go out there and swing, but you want him to be selective, swing at good pitches, make Bellino prove that he has his command.
Correct.
Ball on a strike. Here's the next one on the way. Ground ball up the middle is short. Harris gloves it. Plenty of time to throw out the catcher Claypatch for out number 2. So Ben Harris handles a couple. He's a star in this game with a 2-run double and making the plays defensively. And now Aiden Champagne, the designated hitter. Well, Aiden in his limited appearances has been really good. 6 for 9. 667 with no homers and a run driven in for Aiden. He can hit. It's just a matter of opportunities. The senior in there tonight. We're trying to start a 2-out rally. It was with 2 outs, nobody on that Rummel scored 7 on Friday night. And there's a 2-out rally started here, right, as he's hitting the back between the 2 and the 5 and trots to first. You don't see that very often. 2 outs, nobody on, trailing 1-0 in the 5th, and you score 7 runs.
No, that's difficult to do.
That's difficult.
But everything went right for Rummel in that inning. Almost like everything just went right for Brother Martin in the top of the second. And, there's a crazy stat out there that like 65% of baseball games, the winning team scores more runs in 1 inning than the other team scores the entire game. It's hard to believe, but that is a stat.
Move to first, and Champagne back. Champagne has a couple of stolen bases in limited time, so he can run some. Walker walked, stole a base, scored a run in the first.
You mentioned about Champagne. He'd be starting on 90% of the high school teams in the area.
Ball low to Walker, 1-0.
He's a very good shortstop. He's playing second base this year, but really good hands, real good arm. As you said, 667 batting average. He's a really good player.
Pitch to Walker is high. It's 2-0.
He's getting the opportunity tonight to play because Casey Averard is out with strep throat,
right?
Which then forces Josh Sterling to play third and takes him out of the designated hitter role, and then Champagne steps into that DH spot.
2 balls and no strikes. Stretch and the pitch. Off speed, there's the slur, but it's high. 3-0.
He tried to steer that one in there. Took a little bit off of that breaking ball. Just a little get me over.
It's one of those that if you're guessing, it's a hanger. But
right,
it was up.
If he's guessing right on that, it's a double.
3-0. Ball 4. Walker walks for the second straight time. So again, it's not a second guess. The fact that he had struggled in the first, they went up there swinging at the first pitches in the second and made 2 outs quickly. Now you got a hit batsman and a walk. Here's Lance Johnson, who popped to second in the first.
Yeah, and both of those first pitch outs were really pitcher's pitches. The first one to Sterling was a fastball down and away. He hooked around it, chopped it to short. And then the one to Claypatch was up and in, jammed him, and fisted it to short as well.
Yeah, 2 outs on 4 pitches to start the inning, and now 2 on 2 outs for Johnson, who's driven in 13. Takes it, strike over the outside edge of the knees. 0-1.
I would throw the ball there every freaking
He's called
pitch.
it a strike every time. He's consistent as can be.
Absolutely.
And I'd see if I could get a little further out there.
That's right. Let's see how far out we can get.
0-1. He tried to bunt, took a ball 1-1, and he is a good bunter. Ball and a strike on Lance. 2 on 2 outs. A 2-run lead for Brother Martin here in inning number 2.
2-out free passes have a tendency to come back and haunt you. We'll see what happens here because he's got 2 of them.
Very shallow in center and in right field. Threw it behind Johnson. That's going to be a wild pitch, and the runners will advance.
Just a bit inside.
Well, again,
tough pitch to hit right there.
I mean,
why I made the point about maybe not being so aggressive,
Right.
swinging early as they were in this inning. 2-1 the count. He has not shown the ability to command his pitches as of yet.
Did you ever coach?
Coached
Maybe you missed
on
your
the
calling.
playground.
You might have missed your calling.
Playground.
Could have been a good hitting coach.
Never. Not in a million years. 2-1 pitch. Foul back, 2-2. Spent too much time with that other Bollinger hanging out doing minor league games for a few years and learning the nuances of the game, the ins and outs of the game, and what happens after the game. Dinner.
That's right.
What did you think I was going to say?
Steaks.
Steaks. 2-2 the count with 2 on 2 outs. Base hit could tie it. Johnson, good hitter. 358 coming in. Back in right side. Bolino the stretch. 2-2 pitch. Line drive right to the first baseman. Booth catches it, inning over. No runs, no hits, 2 men stranded. Rummel's left 3. We've played 2. Brother Martin on top, 4-2. Back in a moment with Raider Baseball on 106.1 FM Nash Icon and on CrescentCitySports.com.
These are exciting times at Archbishop Rummel High School at 1901 Severn Avenue in Metairie. From a dynamic campus with many new additions to outstanding academic accomplishment, Archbishop Rummel is the place for you. From Raider Preview Night to Spend a Day, from a game day experience to experiencing Raider Prime Night, from open house to community outreach projects, come see what Archbishop Rummel has for you. Come see what it means to give one life for the sheep in the tradition of Archbishop Rummel and Christian Brothers at Rummel High School, 1901 Severn in Metairie. Visit us at rummelraiders.com.
Vanderbrook and Company CPAs are proud sponsors of the 2021 Raider baseball team. William Vanderbrook, a 1979 graduate of Archbishop Rummel High School and captain of the 1979 Raider baseball team, is an owner of the Metairie-based accounting firm he started in 1989, servicing Southeast Louisiana in matters of taxation, accounting, and consulting for over 30 years. Their office is located at 2900 Clearview Parkway in Metairie, 504-455-0762. Good luck to Coach Frank Cazzo and the Raider baseball team. Raider Pride.
Your station for prep sports year-round. We are 106.1 Nash Icon, WRKN, Picayune, New Orleans.
It's on to the third inning here. 4 runs, 7 hits, 1 error, 2 left for Brother Martin. 2 runs, 1 hit, no errors, 3 left for Rummel. Tant back to the mound. He's already labored through 50 pitches in 2 innings. He has fanned a pair. Rummel gets its bullpen busy. And here in the third, Tyler Johnson will lead it off for Brother Martin, to be followed by Bryce Goche and Eli Booth. Johnson struck out to end the first inning.
Looks like Brady Ramon down there, I believe.
That is Brady Ramon, right-hander. First pitch on the way. In the dirt, 1-0.
I think Tant tripped a little bit there.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of balance issues, particularly on the Rummel side in the field. 1-0 the count, but then you had a base runner for Brother Martin. Lost his footing, too. That's a strike. There's that pitch again, Kenny. Every time, right?
All day. I'd throw it right. You got to find a spot where he's going to call it a strike where they can't hit it.
That's the old Tom Glavine spot.
Tom Glavine and
Maddox.
Sweet, huh? Take another half inch off and get the call. 1-1 the count. Here it is. That is low, and that got the umpire.
That got Steve.
So that got the umpire. Claypatch will wisely walk out, knowing full well he might have been able to help. He wanted to kill for time there, and the umpire said, I'm okay, let's go.
The funniest thing about Glavine and Maddox was they would be getting 2 balls off the plate, and they would throw 3 balls off the plate and not get the call. Bobby Cox is
They get all mad.
yelling at the umpire. Where was that pitch?
Unreal. 2 balls and a strike on Johnson, leading off the third, and the pitch. Fly ball center field hit pretty well. Has to get on his horse, but he's there.
And Wynn held
Johnson makes the catch. But Johnson read that well.
Right.
He broke immediately for the spot, Kurt.
Right.
Yeah, Lance, to me, takes some of the best angles I've seen on a high school outfielder. Now, I know he misplayed that other ball that was hit to center field earlier, but again, that ball was knuckling. The wind was blowing it away from him, and he slipped. But ordinarily, his jumps and angles are perfect.
Bryce Goche singled and scored. He started that 4-run rally in the second inning with that hot shot to first that knocked Bertucci out of the game. And Logan's not returned. The pitch down and out with a breaking ball, 1-0.
You know, I keep a stat on Greg Maddux in my phone. And Greg Maddux faced 20,421 batters during his career and had only a 310 3-0 count, of which 177 of those were intentional walks.
That's amazing.
Here's the 1-0. That's high, and it's 2 balls and no strikes.
I mean, is that nutso?
That is. And there was only one guy he could not get out. You know who that was? Tony Gwynn. Tony Gwynn owned him.
Who did get Tony Gwynn out?
Absolutely owned him.
2 balls and no strikes on Goche, and here's the pitch. Line drive, base hit, left center field. Johnson over to get it. Crusaders have the bats humming tonight. That's hit number 8. We're only in the third, and Goche's 2 for 2 with 2 hard hit balls.
Well, and I thought that ball was up in his zone a little bit. I mean, if he's getting his pitches up as opposed to where he was in the first couple of innings, first inning, you know, you got to spot it better than that if you're going to be belt high.
Eli Booth, who singled his first time and scored, will bat. Goche, the runner at first. 9 out of 10 in the stolen base department. With a lead. Tant pitching. Swinging a little looper. Sterling can't handle it. Picks it up. He'll go to second and got the man. He stayed calm and got his out. 2 outs.
Was that off his glove or was that off his head?
That was
off his glove.
Okay.
That was a funky looking play right there.
Yeah, I think it got the rotation off the end of the bat.
Little spin, little spinach.
Right.
As they say. So talking about that Tony Gwynn batting average against Maddux, he only hit .415 against Greg Maddux.
Oh, my God.
107 at-bats against Greg Maddux. .415.
Pitch is down and out. Claypatch got a piece of it. Keeps the runner at first. Molino, the pitcher, singled on that beautiful bunt his first time. That really propelled that 4-run inning.
And Sterling's playing very deep at third base. He might do it again if he takes a peek down there. He's playing rather deep.
1-0 the count. Check of the runner. The pitch. Fastball got the call over the inside edge, and it's 1-1.
That is a great location. A fastball right under his hands, and it may have been a ball or 2 inside, but the umpire gave it to him. Great location on that pitch.
If I were Tant, I'm coming right back in there if I can.
Right.
A ball and a strike. Throw to first, chasing the runner back pretty close.
Nice quick move.
Able to get back safely, though.
And I think you got to credit him with Brother Martin not running as much.
Real quick to the plate with that quick step. Quick feet on the pickoff, short arm action.
Swing and a miss. Good off-speed pitch there. And him out front. It's 1-2.
I think that was the changeup.
That was a good changeup. Yeah. I believe that's his best off-speed pitch.
Is it?
Ball and 2 strikes, Tant ahead. Here it comes. Runner goes, swung on and missed on a high fastball, inning over. No runs and a hit. A runner stranded. Brother Martin's left 3. We're on to the bottom of the third, and it remains Brother Martin 4 and Rummel 2. We're back in a moment with Rummel Baseball on 106.1 FM Nash Icon and at CrescentCitySports.com.
Hi, I'm John Terrio, Archbishop Rummel High School class of 1979 and managing partner of Malcolm M. Denis Certified Public Accountants. Our firm has been serving the Gulf South region for over 60 years. We assist our clients with tax compliance and auditing. We also serve as the CFO for many of our corporate clients. We have a specialized forensic accounting group that consults with attorneys on litigation matters. We are proud supporters of Archbishop Rummel High School and the LaSallian tradition. Thank God Almighty I'm a Raider.
You wouldn't want your favorite sports team to play only offense or defense, so when it comes to insurance, why settle for someone that can handle only your auto policy? Bring your home and auto insurance to Allstate now and you can save big on both. You deserve someone that can assist you more. That's Allstate Stan. Are you in good hands? Call Allstate agent Eddie Corcoran, class of 79 at 504-469-6400. Subject to availability and qualifications, Allstate Insurance Company, Allstate Property and Casualty Insurance Company, and Allstate Indemnity Company, Northbrook, Illinois.
Bottom of the third, 4-2. Brother Martin on top. Ken Trahan, Kenny Forsang, Kirk Bollinger with you. And thanks to Eddie Corcoran and Allstate Insurance, our good and great friend. Rummel class of 79 for supporting Rummel Baseball on radio. Of course, we're simulcasting on CrescentCitySports.com tonight. And here in the bottom of the third inning, Ryan Smilleri will lead it off. Smilleri will be followed by Centani, who's in there, and so Bertucci has not returned. Smilleri walked and scored, stole a base. That was, of course, the double steal where he scored on it in the first inning. First pitch, and that skipped inside and back to the screen. 1-0.
I thought it hit the batter.
Almost hit him.
Almost.
Smilleri didn't move. That was Valino's 35th pitch, 17 of which have been strikes. So he's
again
struggling with his command.
Got to make him throw.
Only 50%, well, sub 50% strike percentage right now.
1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. Good fastball. It's 1-1. Again, Rhett Centeni is on deck. Tyler Cook to follow.
Sometimes, Kenny, you can be effectively wild.
Oh, I think that's absolutely true.
Pitch is a strike called. It's 1-2.
You know, I think sometimes, you get guys that can sometimes throw too many strikes. And, you give up, you throw 14 pitches and you give up 12 base hits.
And that might be the thing with Tant, because he's
1-2 is swung on and missed. Good breaking ball, got him for out number 1.
Tant's thrown 63 pitches and 40 of them have been strikes. That's a very high strike percentage.
That's a great strike percentage.
He's had some misfortunes too.
1 out, and here is Centeni getting a chance to hit for the first time. Red Centeni at .385, no homers, 2 RBI, 5 out of 13 on the year, and he took a big hack and fouled it. It's 0-1.
Kirk, I don't know how you were, but, with radar guns and velos and all that kind of stuff today, a lot of these pitches are, we're getting ready to make a pitch. Hang on.
Here's the 0-1 pitch to Centeni on the way. Swing and a miss, 0-2.
A lot of these guys are just concerned about strikeouts. I mean, my goal was to make 3 pitches and let's get back in the dugout.
Early contact was my MO.
Sure.
Big time. I didn't throw hard enough to get a lot of strikeouts.
0-2, and he hit him.
If I got a strikeout, it was kind of an accident.
Remember that. Boy, coaches hate that. You get ahead 0-2 and hit the batter. Centeni to first with 1 out. That's the second hit batter by Valino. Go along with 3 walks, and we're in the third inning. And Rummel's only been able to make 1 hit to not take advantage yet.
And let me tell you, usually when we had a hitter row 2 with my pitchers, we went away because I didn't think my pitchers were good enough to go inside on an 0-2 pitch.
Here's Tyler Cook, who struck out looking in the first. Big hole right side. Centeni with his lead. First pitch from Valino. Swinging a line drive into left. That's going to be a base hit. And it gets by the left fielder. Run around second. Centeni will go to third on a double by Cook. So it's second and third with 1 out as Cook finds the gap in left center field.
And that's unfortunate for that left fielder because he looked like he was taking a good angle. And then he couldn't decide whether he wanted to dive or not.
Exactly. I think he thought he could catch it off the bat, and then he realized we have a lead. I'm gonna play it safe, but by that time the ball was by him.
Well, and it looked like it skipped, so it might be wet out there.
Tyler Cook's second double of the year and a big chance for Jake Cabaceres, who struck out looking to end the first inning.
I know Coach Cazzo might have to start getting some other first basemen warmed up. So we lose Bertucci to a bad hop to the eye, and then Centeni takes a heater right off the elbow.
Pitch on the way. Strike call to Cabaceres, who here's that same outside corner at the knees pitched. Tonight's coverage on Crescent City Sports is brought to you by Riverlands Insurance Services, who encourages you to make your insurance game plan today. Riverlands is a proud recipient of the Top Insurance Workplace Award of 2019 from Insurance Business America. Call Riverlands at 1-800-336-4579 or go to riverlandsinsurance.com. Pitch missing away to Cabaceres. So he was out on 3 pitches his first time up. Now he's 1-1 this time around. Jake's been terrific. 14 RBI to go with 2 home runs and a 4.05 average. University of New Orleans next year on scholarship. Fouls it back. It's 1-2.
Yeah, if I'm Jake, I am looking for the ball away. After the power that he displayed on Friday night.
Look how shallow they're playing.
On the fastball in, right, exactly. I think that's why. They're pitching him away. They're going to play him away.
1-2 the count. Of course, if he goes to right, there's an acre down the right field side.
They're not playing him away.
Here's the 1-2, way outside and high. It's 2-2. So there's I mean, you as a hitter, your eyes can get you in trouble sometimes when you look out there and you see the gaps of where they are or the shallow nature of outfielders. You got to stay within yourself and just take the approach that you wanted to take in the first place. 2-2 the count.
The alignment's actually opposite of the way they're pitching them.
Breaking ball, foul back. Holding 2-2.
I was about to say that. Yeah, I mean, you got a big gap in right center, and then we could drive 15 Mack trucks down the right field line over here. There's a lot of space. You know what's the old saying about one of the old timers? Hit them where they ain't.
Yeah.
I
think that was Yogi.
Was it Yogi or was it Wee Willie, whatever the heck?
Wee Willie Keeler?
Yeah, whatever it was. I don't know.
I'm voting on Yogi. He's got about 8 billion different sayings.
2-2 is hammered to third, caught. So Rummel's hitting to a couple of line drive outs. So sometimes you're hitting good luck, sometimes you don't. That's 2 line drives off the bats that turned into outs. That's a big out from a really good hitter, and now Sterling will try to pick up his teammates.
Valino got away with one right there. That was a hanging curveball, and Cabaceres, it was a little bit on the inside part, and it kind of locked him up, and then he made an emergency swing, but did a real good job of barreling out, but he hits it right at the third baseman, Roussel.
Here's Josh Sterling grounded to short on the first pitch he saw in the second. Second and third, 2 outs. Stretch and the pitch. Down and out, ball 1.
That was a little bit lower than the pitch that Sterling grounded out on in his previous at-bat.
Right.
He's really got to let that fastball away get deep, not try to pull it.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. That pitch away. Couldn't reach it. It's 1-1. Sterling's driven in 14. He's been a good RBI man for the Raiders.
Yeah, he was looking to get big right there, but that was a pitch you really couldn't get big with.
Right.
I'm actually glad he swung and missed, because now he gets to see another pitch, because if he would have hit that, he would have done the same thing he did earlier on, ground ball to the left side.
Ball and a strike, the pitch. Popped him right side, foul. First baseman over near the fence, out of play, and it's 1-2.
One of my most favorite Yogi Berra stories is he's ordering a pizza, and the guy cutting it says, "You want me to cut it into 4 pieces or 8 pieces?" He said, "No, cut it in 4. I can't eat that many."
That's about right. Ball and 2 strikes on Sterling. Right-handed hitter back in. Where's number 18? Sun setting here at Kirsch-Rooney. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball missing down. It's 2-2. Good pitch, but down.
Good take right there by Sterling.
Great spot.
He must have seen that one right out of the hand.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't even offer it.
Yeah, you're not going to do much with it if you try to. 2-2 the count. Runner at third, Centeni. Cook at second. Stretch by Avellino. 2-2, high, and it's full 3-2.
Doesn't that drive you crazy when you get a guy set up for a pitch and then you overthrow it and then it's a foot over his head?
Yeah, you jump at the plate and you yank it out of the strike zone. I remember doing that to a guy named Mark McGuire.
And was that the last time?
Yeah, and it ended up about 460 feet away, dead center.
Right.
Payoff pitch to Sterling, and a swing and a chopper towards short.
There it is, same pitch.
High hop, shortstop has it, low throw, dugout, inning over.
Nice play at first.
So in the inning, no runs and a hit, 2 stranded for the Raiders, who have left 5. We've played 3. Crusaders lead it 4-2. And this is Rummel Baseball on 106.1 FM Nash Icon, and we're on the web at CrescentCitySports.com.
Sterling Auto Repair and Towing at 4717 Utica Street in Metairie can handle all your auto needs. From brakes to full engine repair to air conditioning and heating repair to diagnostic services, you can depend on Sterling Auto Repair to take care of whatever service your vehicle needs. Sterling Auto Repair will get you back on the road with warranted parts and services with true pricing and guaranteed work done right. With convenient hours and reasonable rates, call Sterling Auto Repair and Towing at 504-608-6400 or visit sterling-autorepair.com. Sterling Auto Repair and Towing, a proud sponsor of Rummel Baseball on 106.1 FM.
For 87 years, the Allstate Sugar Bowl remains a college football leader and New Year's Day tradition. Through difficult times and challenges, the Allstate Sugar Bowl stands committed to shining a national spotlight on New Orleans, Louisiana, and the Gulf Coast. The Allstate Sugar Bowl's devotion to our community is consistently demonstrated through its investment of millions of dollars and thousands of volunteer hours in support of community initiatives and tourism. The Allstate Sugar Bowl, proud to host the college football playoff semifinal and New Year's Day tradition.
Fourth inning begins. A ball and now a strike to Julian Oob for Brother Martin, leading off the fourth, and a 4-2 lead for the Crusaders over the Raiders. Oob, a sacrifice fly to drive in a run in the second inning. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Foul tip at the feet, actually, and the count goes 1-2 on Oob. He'll be followed by Corrett and Harris here in the fourth. Ken Trahan with Kenny Forsang, Kirk Bollinger from Kirsch-Rooney Stadium. Chant now with his 67th pitch he's about to make. 1-2, up and in, 2-2. Has not had a clean inning yet. It's been a struggle. Bullpen has been busy for Rummel. Ramon was up previously, looks to be up again. 1-2 the count.
Just went up and in with a fastball. Let's see if he comes back breaking pitch here.
Here it comes. He did, but it's down, and it's 3-2. He's a command guy, and he hasn't had that pinpoint command that we're used to seeing, at least from the standpoint of his numbers and the way he's pitched thus far this year.
Well, he's thrown a lot of strikes, but he might be a little wild in the strike zone. You know, he didn't have a clean inning at first, but it was a good inning.
It was. Payoff pitch on the way. Liner in the right field. Walker on the run. Made a nice play. Used his speed, fully outstretched toward the line with the glove for out number one.
You know, I know Kyle would really prefer to be playing in the infield, but I'm going to tell you what. He is a solid outfielder. He looks so comfortable out there. His angles are good. You know, for a guy that's played infield the majority of his life, the transition he's made into the outfield has been absolutely awesome.
Well, I got to tell you, he made that look easy, and you and I both know that wasn't an easy play.
No, it wasn't. It helps when you can run like he does too, though. You know.
Corrett gets hit on the foot. He trots to first, so a free base runner here.
I wouldn't know about that, Kurt.
Exactly. You can't teach speed.
No.
And he definitely possesses that tool.
I mean, my car don't go that fast.
Now Corrett with speed at first. He swiped 5 on the year. And Ben Harris bats. He had the big 2-run double in the second. He's played solid at shortstop as well for the Crusaders.
What is it about these two teams with the hit batsmen? I thought we saw enough the other night. And then now we've got another 3.
3 in this game. That's correct. And speed aboard. Stretch by 10. The pitch. That's right through there for a strike. And Chan has shown a good move, and he's pretty quick to the plate.
Right, and that's always a big help for your catcher to give him a chance to throw somebody out.
Yeah, I think the way Claypash threw the ball the other night is really, really, helping Coach Lupo make those decisions on not sending runners, because he was dynamite the other night.
Throw to first, runner back.
Almost threw that one away.
And Centeni is the first baseman.
A little bit taller target over there with Centeni now.
He's 6'1".
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Sophomore.
He's got a bright future ahead of him. He's one of the purest power hitters I've seen at that age.
Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball yanked foul down the left field side. It's no balls and 2 strikes on Harris. Senior on deck. And the key for Brother Martin at the plate is they've made him pitch in the zone. They haven't swung at bad balls, and they've laid off of that changeup, which I think has been very important to their success.
And I think that's why they've been successful as a program over the years. That's exactly how they approach the game when they're in the batter's box.
No balls, 2 strikes, and another pitch. Runner goes, swinging a foul to right. So that will send Corrett back to first.
And
that hit and run action.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Was that a straight steal, or was that hit and run? Trying to get runners moving because they had 3 thrown out the other day.
Don't know, because it was 0-2. He's got to swing.
He's right.
In that situation with the ball in the zone. Well, we'll find out now again. Correct leading. 0-2 on Harris. Chant ready. And time called.
And, you know, I wanted to mention this earlier, and I forgot. You know, sometime in high school, the best pitch to run on is 0-2. Because a lot of times they're throwing a changeup or a curveball off the plate in the dirt.
On 0-2, runner takes off, and he stole it on the pitcher. Chant did not even spot him. They appeal. He did not swing, and it's a stolen base, and it's 1-2. Correct just took off, and he is unabated to second base with a stolen base.
Well, it certainly looked like to me he had pretty good time in that time.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say.
Right.
That looked like a count steal. You know, when the pitcher falls into a rhythm, it's a 1,001, 1,002, they go to the plate. 1,001, 1,002, they go to the plate. If the coach picks that up, there's a sign for that.
Right, that's right.
1-2 the count. Check of the runner. The pitch to Harris. Breaking ball fouled to right. Walker will give chase, but he'll run out of room.
I always had a sign for that. It was the steal sign, and then we would hold up the number of outs.
Right.
And if we did that, or the number of the counts. If we gave the steal and it was a 1 count, we'd hold up 1. If it was a steal and a 2 count, it was a 2. So they knew how many seconds to count off, and then you know, it's just a gamble. You're rolling the dice. If he steps off, you're in big trouble.
Ball and 2 strikes. Stretch. And the pitch. Down and away. 2-2.
No, that was a little bit outside.
Yeah, it was off the plate.
That one, those other pitches.
Yeah, and Harris,
again, Brother Martin has done a great job of commanding the strike zone. They're not swinging at pitches just off the plate or just out of the zone.
no chases tonight.
I don't know how you lay off that pitch with 2 strikes.
Especially with the umpire giving that pitch pretty consistently. But that was a little further away.
Right.
A little further off the edge.
Chant with a 2-2, and again, time was called. And I can't stand that.
That was really
Chant's
late.
not happy about that. And he shouldn't be. And he looks at the umpire, and now the Rummel Dumbug's barking at the home plate umpire. And
No.
Chant's going to take a walk.
No.
I don't like that for any pitcher.
No.
It's injury waiting to happen.
Well, the rule is you need to just continue with your pitch.
Right, throw
so
it.
you don't hurt anything.
Right, and he did not.
Right.
But it was late. He granted
Yes.
that timeout
Very late. And they've called time several times.
Coach
in this
Caswell
game.
wasn't real happy about that. He came out of the dugout.
Yeah. 2-2 the count. Chant will stretch and pitch, and he bounced it.
Great
Claypatch throws to second.
Got it.
Great throw. Oh, he saved. That was some close. Great throw by Claypatch. Couldn't have made a better throw. They want to appeal, but they're not going to get any appeal. The umpire on the spot was right there, called him safe.
Can we go to the video?
I got my headset on.
3-2 the count.
You want me to look at? You want me to look? From up here. Now I know we don't have the vantage point
Ball, I
that
think
he
Ball may
has.
have beat him, but I don't know if the
tag-
tag was on. Right.
Correct. We don't know exactly if the
Right.
tag, where it was made, if it was made, or if he got to the backside of the bag and forced a missed tag. But the ball definitely beat him.
3 balls and 2 strikes. Harris waits. Chant with the payoff. Struck him out looking.
That's it. That's that pitch right there.
Same pitch, called it. He's gone on strikes. 2 gone.
Big pitch right there.
He's not
by
only
Tim.
throwing the bat, he's running to first base. And he looks back.
Yeah, he tried to steal that walk.
Yep.
So
So
home
you
plate
can't-
umpire drawing the ire of both sides here a little bit. But that's a pitch that's been called to strike the whole game.
It really has. Steve Orkins has been very consistent on that side of the plate. I haven't seen him miss one over there, to be honest with you.
Here's Cameron Sr. who's been terrific with a single, a double, and an RBI. 2-out RBI opportunity here. Stretch in the pitch. Down and out, ball 1. Chance been in high leverage situations throughout in this game. Brother Martin's had a runner scoring position in 3 of the 4 innings and scored 4, and they had a runner on base in the other inning as well.
Claypatch earning
Bullpen
his
is
keep
silent now.
tonight. Claypatch earning his keep tonight.
Absolutely. He's done a great job on a plate.
Really turned into a good catcher for this team. 1-0 on senior. The pitch is down. It's 2-0.
Looks like he's having a little more trouble with his breaking stuff over the plate right now.
He might be getting a little tired. His pitch count's, fairly high for the number of innings.
And now we'll get a
Right.
visit
Go.
from Cook, and Claypatch also will go out there. He's at 80 pitches already. We're in the 4th inning. So that's a significant number. I mean, that's 20 pitches an inning already. That's a high number. And you have the 115 limit in high school, so.
Yeah, you want to be between, I mean, you want to be at 3 pitches and get out of there, but you want to be between 10 and 15.
Well, 15 is the optimum number. I mean,
Right.
if you go 15 or less, you're getting it done. 2-0 pitch. That's another ball, so 3-0. Does have a base open, but you got a good left-handed hitter on deck in Russell.
I just got a text from a veteran umpire who's following us on CrescentCitySports.com. Said he was safe at second. The tag was on the hip, and the hand got in there before the tag was applied.
3-0 the count. Senior waits. And a turn towards second without an offer by Tant. He's been working out of the stretch the whole game, Kirk. That's probably not something he's had to do a ton looking at the numbers.
Well, and that's exactly why when you're in the bullpen, you work quite a bit out of the stretch when you're throwing your bullpens either in between starts or prior to a game, because the biggest pitches that you'll make in a game will be out of the stretch.
3-1 now on a strike call and a good fastball. Now Senior looking to drive in a run and extend that Brother Martin lead, which is currently 2 at 4-2 here in the 4th. 3-1 the count. Here it comes. Ball 4, not close. So 2 on and 2 outs, and Russell bats. A couple of free base runners issued by Tant. That's going to get Frank Cazzo to the mound. He had not walked anybody into this particular inning. Now he's hit 1 and walked 1.
Now that walk wasn't a big deal, except for the fact that you're going to have to face the left-handed hitting Russell right now.
And their top hitter.
And he has had a great season.
Mm-hmm. Senior's had a great night, but Russell's been their best hitter, and he's left-handed, and that's going to necessitate a change. So Rummel's going to go to the bullpen. Tant able to go 3 2/3, and will depart here. The Raiders will go to their bullpen here in the 4th. Tant leaves and gets applause.
Well, you know, your stat on how many times you have your best stuff as a pitcher is if you have 5 starts, you have your best stuff 1 time. And then 2 or 3 times you have to work around and pitch. And then there's 1 time you probably shouldn't have even gone out there. but you know.
You must. Coach, don't put me out there, please. Brady Ramon is on the pitch, and Brady has done a good job for the Raiders. He's 5'9", 180, a junior, 3 appearances, or rather 4 appearances on the year, I should say. This is his second out of the bullpen. He's 3-0 with a 1.50 earned run average. 14 innings pitched. He's allowed 8 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned. He's walked 6 and struck out 13 on the year. Brady Ramon, tell us about him, Kurt.
Brady Ramon, tall right-hander, low 80s fastball. His out pitch is his curveball. He'll work he'll mix in a fast change as well, and he's got really good downhill playing.
All right, now explain fast change. You have your regular changeup, which is a
fast change.
Fast.
Oh, fast change.
Fast change, and it's a changeup that he holds his fingers a little bit different. A lot of people like the circle change,
yeah,
where you use your middle finger and your ring finger. He uses more of his. It's almost like a split change
like
to a degree.
Okay.
It's a little different, but it has the same action. It's got that downward action, a little tailing action away from lefties.
Right.
When you were at University of New Orleans, Kirk, you had a guy who had a really good off-speed pitch. Brian Cryer, does I recall? Well, was he good?
Very good
For
changeup.
the Privateers, he was really good.
Plus changeup.
Here's Colin Russell with 2 on, 2 outs. He's grounded to the pitcher on an assistant, and he struck out, facing Ramon for the first time.
And, you know, I just realized I'm sitting here with 2 UNO people. Good Lord.
Well, I mean, I'm a Loyola graduate, but I, of course, did University of New Orleans games for
100
so many years. 100, maybe 90. Swinging a ground ball, base hit left field. Runner's going to round third. Left fielder bobbles the ball. and they didn't send him, and a real break for Rummel.
Yep.
Smolari was in shallow left, so they didn't want to send the runner. Had they sent him, he'd have scored easily.
Yeah, you can't send him right there.
Nope.
Smolari got to the ball before the base runner got to third base. And Coach Lupo had held him
Right.
prior to him bobbling the ball.
The right thing to do.
Yeah, so you just have to stay there and,
Well, now it's a bases
Deal with
loaded
it.
situation for the cleanup hitter, Tyler Johnson, who struck out swinging, and he's fly to center. That's 9 hits for Brother Martin in the game.
That was a great job of hitting right there with the pitch away, going to left field with it.
Yeah, just a good hitter. And he picked out the first pitch as well. Here's Johnson with the bases loaded, 2 outs. Ramon from the belt to the plate, way outside.
Crossed him up.
Yep.
Yeah, he did. You could see that clearly, and there goes Claypatch. Claypatch jumped out, the ball went in, and that's a scary proposition for a catcher.
Well, I know he's going out there saying, "What the heck are you doing?"
Especially with the bases
It's
loaded.
the third sign with the guy on second base, not the first one.
And the lights haven't completely taken over yet.
Right.
With the sky. So there might be some shadows back there behind home plate. They got to get it together, though. You don't want that happening again.
1-0 on Johnson. A chance for Brother Martin to really lengthen the lead here. Up 4-2 are the Crusaders in the top of the 4th. The 1-0 pitch. Fly ball into center. He's got to come hard. He's not going to get there. Base hit. 1 run home. 2 runs will score. Brother Martin will take a 6-2 lead on a 2-run single by Tyler Johnson. Crusaders with 10 hits now as Corlett scores, senior scores. Stopping at second is Roussel. Those runs charged to Chant. And it's a 6-2 ball game.
Well, that wind definitely brought that fly ball down.
Yeah, he didn't hit it real good.
He
hit
might
it
have got it off the end of the bat.
Yeah,
Right.
he definitely did. And it was a big swing. Those sometimes fool the outfielders.
Right.
Big swing off the end of the bat, and it dies, plus the wind's knocking it down. So 2 balls not really well hit off of Ramon right now, and he's not had a whole lot of luck.
Sometimes you need that in this game.
Rather be lucky than good sometimes.
A 6-2 game. Well, they've had everything certainly fall in or roll right in this game, but they have made contact and showed great discipline at the plate. Here's Goche, 2 for 2 with 2 singles and a run score, and he took this down and out for ball 1. One ball and no strikes. And another. That's a strike. It's 1-1.
Same spot. I love it. I love it that pitch has been called a strike all night long.
1-1 the count.
I used to hate when my pitchers would come off the field. And they go, "Coach, the umpire's not giving me this, not giving me that." I said, "Well, fine, what he is giving you."
And stay there.
This is down and out. What a nice pickup by Claypatch.
Did a great job.
And it's 2-1. He shifted his weight, got out of his crouch, picked the short hop, keeps the runners at first and second.
He made that look easy, and it was not.
And that was the thing. You hit the nail on the head. He didn't just block that.
No.
He picked that.
Clean. As a lifelong St. Louis Cardinal fan, Yadier Molina would be proud.
Without the pine toe or with the pine toe in his chest protector?
He's pretty good. He's pretty good, dude.
No, he's awesome.
2-1.
Awesome.
Checked his swing on a breaker down and out. They appeal. He didn't go. And it's 3-1.
Do they still play baseball in St. Louis? Yeah.
I don't know. 11 World Championships, second only to the Yankees. I
You
guess.
a Cubs fan? You must be a Cubs fan.
It don't matter to me. It's who's ever on.
How can anybody be a Cubs fan? I used to tell Jimmy that all the time. I mean, seriously, 100 some odd years, you don't do anything. Then you win one and the world ends, right? 3-1 the count. Here it comes. Foul back. It's full 3-2.
I lost my dad in 04.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but his 2 favorite teams were the Red Sox and the Cubs. I told him, I said, "Do you think you could pull for somebody that could win a
Well, you
championship?"
said you lost him in 04, so that's when they finally won it, the
Right,
Red Sox.
that's right.
Yeah, so.
But yeah, that was his 2 favorite teams.
Mm-hmm.
I think I became a Cub fan because of Harry Carey.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, he was the Cardinals announcer.
And
He
Milo.
ended up with the Cubs because the Cardinals fired him after all those years. 3-2 the count with 2 outs, runners go. Front four, breaking ball, struck him out looking.
Good pitch.
Inning is over with 2 runs crossing the plate on a couple of hits. 2 men stranded. Brother Martin's left 5. We go to the bottom of the 4th. The Crusaders now lead the Raiders 6-2. Back in a moment with Rummel Baseball at 106.1 FM Nash Icon and at CrescentCitySports.com.
I got to tell you, the Ford F-150 and I, well, we're kind of like family. Ford's the #1 selling truck in America for 42 years, and Lamarck's the #1 Ford dealer. So come get your #1 truck from your #1 dealer, Lamarck Ford, where everybody gets remarkable deals and service. And wait till you see what we've done and still doing to the big store in Kenner. We're using local money, not Wall Street money. Visit Lamarck.com for more details. Drive safely, my friends.
#1 claim based on 2018 new Ford vehicle retail sales report, Memphis Region Zone E.
These are exciting times at Archbishop Rummel High School at 1901 Severn Avenue in Metairie. From a dynamic campus with many new additions to outstanding academic accomplishment, Archbishop Rummel is the place for you. From Raider Preview Night to Spend a Day, from a game day experience to experiencing Raider Pride Night, from open house to community outreach projects, come see what Archbishop Rummel has for you. Come see what it means to give one life for the sheep in the tradition of Archbishop Rummel and Christian Brothers at Rummel High School, 1901 Severn in Metairie. Visit us at RummelRaiders.com.
Bottom of the 4th inning, and it's a 6-2 lead for Brother Martin. And the Raiders here in the 4th with Ethan Claypatch leading it off, the catcher, to be followed by Aiden Champagne and Kyle Walker against Tyler Valino, now armed with a 4-run lead. He's thrown 54 pitches in 3 innings. He's walked 3, hit 2, struck out 3. Claypatch grounded to short his first trip. He swings and shoots it down the left field line, into the corner, foul. Hit it hard, but just pulled it foul. Well struck, but it's 0-1.
Hit that ball hard.
Pitch played in, dropped the bat head on it, yanked it hard, but just fouled by about a foot.
Claypatch has got some power. He homered twice against East Jefferson earlier this year at Rummel, and not to the short porch and right.
No.
He hit those balls out on West Napoleon.
No balls in the strike. We were there that day. The pitch, breaking ball, strike called, inside edge. It's 0-2. He's called that inside corner pitch to right-handed hitters consistently as well.
Yes.
Pretty good pitcher's umpire, I'd say, guys.
Yeah, it makes it tough when he's giving a little bit on the inside and a little bit on the outside.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Grounds it toward the hole. Third baseman has an easy chance. Throws him out. 1 gone as Roussel takes care of Claypatch. 3 in a row set down by Valino. And now Aiden Champagne, who was hit by a pitch in the 2nd inning.
And I've been good with the one away tonight.
Yeah.
I've been good with that one. The ones on the inside, I believe, have been balls, such as the one to Claypatch.
But it's like you said, though, when you're getting a little bit on the inside and a little bit on the outside, it's tough.
Champagne takes it up for ball 1 from Valino.
That might have looked like the hardest pitch he's thrown all night now.
Raiders only have 2 hits against him. Their best hit balls were lineouts, a couple of them. Here's a strike called, and it's 1-1.
Well, it helps, Kenny, when you have a 6-2 lead. The adrenaline picks up a little bit.
Correct. Absolutely.
Ready now. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Down. It's 2-1.
Your confidence as a pitcher, when you have a 4-run lead as opposed to when you have a 2-run lead, it's like night and day. You can go out there and attack the strike zone, attack the hitters. You don't have to pick. You don't have to be so careful early in the count.
Pitch missing away, so now it's 3-1 as he yanked a fastball there.
And again, I know we're going to get tired of hearing this throughout the year, but put the ball in play.
3-1. That's ball 4 inside, so he called that one off the plate.
Yeah.
And that's a 1-out walk. So that's walk number 4. He's hit 2 and walked 4, but again, he's only given 2 hits, so he's been able to pitch around it. Here's Walker, who has batted twice, walked twice, stole a base, scored a run.
Does this outing remind you of something?
A little bit.
The other night?
The other night, Friday night.
Yeah.
Very similar to Brock Bollinger. Very similar. Made his pitches when he had to and got better as the game went along. Pitch missing down and out, ball 1. And also benefited from his offense giving him runs. They came a little later in that game than in this one, but similar.
Well, you know, what I love about what I've seen from Brock so far,
Popped him up, foul out of play. It's 1-1.
Is he's just going to come out and battle. He doesn't care if the score is 8-0, they're losing, or 8-0, they're winning. He's going to approach it the same way. He's going to, and curveball pitchers will run into that a little time, where you can't find a plate with that pitch sometime, but you got to keep working on it, and maybe by the 4th or 5th inning you find it. Now you're getting much better.
Yeah, you can't abandon any of your stuff. That's one thing I always talked about with our pitchers. We're not going to abandon pitches. We work around it, and we'll work it in there eventually, and it'll come.
1-1 to count the pitch. Beautiful curveball. That's that slurve. Strike call to Walker.
All right,
1-2.
That's a nice pitch.
He started that right at his front shoulder.
Look at the outfield alignment. Center fielder is way over in left center, and he's shallow. But they played shallow throughout, and they have not been burned yet. They were burned in the game last Friday night. 1-2 to count the pitch. And a little pop-up right side. First baseman over near the fence. No play. Just over the fence. And the count holding 1-2.
And Walker might have the most power in the Catholic League. His power is big. He's got light tower power. Believe me.
Is this the hour?
We shall see. It would be nice for the Raiders.
Not time for the shower.
Yeah. A little bit more difficult with a 1-2 count than if it was flipped and be a 2-1 count, but we'll see.
Ball and 2 strikes on Walker. Runner with a lead, the pitch. Breaking ball, and he just foul tipped it at the plate to stay alive. That's that slurve again. All right, it holds 1-2.
His hands are so fast that, and if you saw that pitch right there, it was a curveball. He got his foot down, he held his hands back, and then all of a sudden, whoop, right through the strike zone. He was actually a little bit early on that.
1-2 the count. Walker waits. Here's the pitch. Fastball away. It's 2-2. Champaign can run, but with a 6-2 deficit, not running here. 2-2 the count. 6-2 Brother Martin, bottom of the 4th. 1-on-1 out for Rummel. And the pitch to Walker. Breaking ball beat on the ground. Third base side. That is a fair ball. Third baseman, great play. It's an infield hit. But saving something bigger was Roussel diving toward the line.
Well, definitely saved an extra base.
With Walker running, good chance that he gets 2 out of that. But
and I
it's
love
a base hit.
I love that he didn't throw the ball and try and make a play out of it.
Sure.
So you held the runners where they are. Now, go get a double play.
Yeah, there was nothing there. That was a ball that Walker was, again, a little bit early on, hit off the end of the bat, but it was hit in a perfect spot where Roussel he could only dive. That was the only play he could make on that play.
Lance Johnson has popped to second. He lined to first, hit the ball hard to end the second and ended a threat. 2-on-1 out. It's only the third hit for Rummel in this game.
Outfield is now straight away.
Here's the pitch. Strike call. That's about right for Johnson with an outfield alignment. He'll hit the ball where it's pitched, typically speaking.
Yeah,
this young man's been starting since his freshman year at Rummel.
And even then as a freshman, he was always in the front of the lineup. He's never hit deeper than 3 in the lineup that I know.
0-1 is a ball hit to first, and it eats up the first baseman. Fair ball. A run is going to score it. Johnson's on his way to second. Walker stops at third. It's a 6-3 ball game. Well, again, he goes with the pitch, and there's another one of those hops that was not fortuitous. Fortunately, it didn't hit the first baseman, Booth, but it sliced away from him for a double by Johnson, and it's 6-3.
Well, it was off the end of the bat, so I guarantee you it had a little cockeyed spin to it.
Had a little English on it. And when it hit the ground, a reverse spun on Booth, who, catchers are the ones that see that type of spin, not first baseman. And he broke to the line, and the ball back spun behind him, and he couldn't get the glove back in time.
Right.
Here's an opportunity for Ryan Smilary. Pitch is a strike. It's 0-1. Smilari's walked and scored. Struck out. Very important for Rummel to get at least one more out of this with less than 2 outs. Remember earlier they had a runner at third with 1 out and could not get him home.
Yeah, you always want to try to keep the game within reach so that a bloop and a blast can tie the game up.
Right.
And if they can push one across here, and there's only 1 out, so there's a good chance they can. They'll be right where they need to be.
Smilary on the 0-1. Took it inside. It's 1-1.
Now, are you surprised they're playing deep over here?
No, not at all. Not at all. First off, Smilary, he is ordinarily a pull hitter, okay? and they're up 6-3.
Three-run
There's
lead.
no reason to play in for
Right.
me here. I wouldn't even have my third baseman in, other than the fact that he's maybe protecting against a little push bunt by the left-hander who can run.
Right.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a looping line drive. Base hit right center field. That will score one. Stopping at third is the back end runner. An RBI single by Smolari. And it's a ball game, 6-4. Ryan Smolari drives in his 15th run as Walker scores. Johnson the third. And here comes a visit to the mound by Jeff Lupo, and a big opportunity for the sophomore coming up here, Rhett Centenni.
And nobody's down in the bullpen, and this is what happened on Friday night. Keene was pitching a very good game. His pitch count started to creep, and the Brother Martin bullpen was silent a little bit too long.
Long discussion here. Boy, what a big spot for the younger first baseman, Centenni, right? He had to come in for Bertucci earlier. Was hit by a pitch and is only at bat thus far.
I know one thing, that ball that Smolari hit, I don't even know if it bent the grass when it landed.
Right.
That was a pretty good pitch by Valino.
It was.
It was a great pitch.
He got in his kitchen pretty
That's
good,
right.
but Smolari
Fought him off.
Yeah, battled it.
Right.
Fought it off, blooped it over the second baseman's head. Good base running by Walker at third to hold.
And you know, that makes up for those two freaking line drives that were hit with men on base.
Right. The line drive to third earlier.
That's right.
Line drive to first by
base.
Johnson.
Yeah.
Well, here is Centenni. A big spot. Again, they have a runner at third with less than 2 outs. He was hit by a pitch and is only at bat.
Does he play football?
No, he does not. He used to play basketball. But he retired from basketball.
I mean, he looks like he's a freaking tight end.
He, like I said, he's one of the purest power hitters I've ever seen at this age. He's only, he might have just turned 16.
Wow.
But he will not get cheated at the plate. Now, here he's a great golfer. He said he hit a golf ball a mile.
First and third, 1 out. Stretch. And the pitch. Strike called. It's 0-1 now. Smolari not getting much of a lead at first on that particular pitch. We'll watch that again. He's an important base runner on the back end. If you get deep in the count, you might try to steal a run. Of course, you want to break up a double play.
Well, the double play is the biggest thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Centenni stepped out. Shallow in the outfield.
Although Rooney's a large ballpark, it's not too big for Rhett Centenni.
Well, the wind has died down a bit. It was blowing earlier. Here's the 0-1. That's a strike called, so quickly 0-2. That's that outside corner pitch that he's been calling all night.
And you're not going to hit that.
No, great pitch right there by Valino in a big spot.
Right.
And
that's a big run at third base in this game.
And this is where Centenni's got to cut the swing down a little bit. He's got to protect the ball away, because that's where we all know that outside corner has been generous and consistent. So there's a pretty good chance Rhett's going to see something out there on that outside edge or slightly off.
Put the ball in play, just don't make it a double play.
Well, the one guy that's been willing to go that way has been Lance Johnson. Right. I mean, he's done it twice.
Right.
And that really should be the way, well, I shouldn't say that. Logan Bertucci did it beautifully in the first inning.
You know, if he just hits the ground ball the other way, it's going to work.
Right. What Bertucci did in the first. Here's the 0-2. And strike 3 called. So 3 pitches, and he's gone. 2 gone.
3
so now
in
it
that
takes,
exact same spot.
Takes a 2-out hit from Tyler Cook, who doubled earlier. He's 1 for 2. Well, it's a tough spot for a young player that's not used to being in that situation, to be honest with you.
And a veteran on the mound.
Right.
You know, I'm sure.
Game on the line, and you're in the cleanup spot, and you're down by 2.
And I'm sure Coach Lupo said, look, this guy's a good power hitter. Let's keep the ball away from him. And he goes out and repeats 3 perfect pitches.
Correct.
Here's Tyler Cook, another one that started since his freshman year. The pitch. Swinging a line drive, caught by the shortstop. Another line drive out, and the inning's over. So in the inning, 2 runs cross the plate for the Raiders. It happens on 3 hits, and Rummel strands 2. Rummel's now left 7 in this game. Remember that total. We played 4, and it's Brother Martin 6, Rummel 4. Back in a moment with Rummel Baseball on 106.1 FM Nash Icon, and we're at CrescentCitySports.com.
Vanderbrook and Company CPAs are proud sponsors of the 2021 Raider baseball team. William Vanderbrook, a 1979 graduate of Archbishop Rummel High School and captain of the 1979 Raider baseball team, is an owner of the Metairie-based accounting firm he started in 1989, servicing Southeast Louisiana in matters of taxation, accounting, and consulting for over 30 years. Their office is located at 2900 Clearview Parkway in Metairie. Call 504-455-0762. Good luck to Coach Frank Cazzo and the Raider baseball team. Raider pride.
Hi, I'm John Terrio, Archbishop Rummel High School class of 1979 and managing partner of Malcolm M. Denis Certified Public Accountants. Our firm has been serving the Gulf South region for over 60 years. We assist our clients with tax compliance and auditing. We also serve as the CFO for many of our corporate clients. We have a specialized forensic accounting group that consults with attorneys on litigation matters. We are proud supporters of Archbishop Rummel High School and the LaSallian tradition. Thank God Almighty I'm a Raider.
On the fifth we go, 6-4 the lead for Rummel. And tonight's coverage on Crescent City Sports is brought to you by Lamar Ford. Huge things are happening in the big store in Kenner, including a huge selection of pre-owned inventory and the brand new indoor showroom featuring all makes and models. Come see our remarkable deals and service. Stop by or go to lamarck.com. Eli Booth leads off for Brother Martin in the fifth, 6-4. Crusaders with the lead now. Pitch on the way to Booth, way outside from Ramon, who works into his second inning in relief of Tant. Tant went 3 2/3, allowed 8 hits, 6 runs earned, walked 1, struck out 3, and hit a batter. 1-0 the count on Booth, who has singled, scored a run, 1 for 2. Pitch on the way. Fastball away, it's 2-0. Again, no clean innings yet for Rummel in this game.
Booth's got 3 of their 11 hits in the 2 games between these 2 clubs.
Ramon with the 2-0 pitch to Eli Booth. That is a strike over the outside edge, 2-1.
It's a big inning for Brady. He's got to kind of stop the bleeding here. You know, not
his team's
you
gotten
just
back
got
in the
2,
game. Yep.
Right? You got to throw up a donut here.
Taking a lot of time. He's ready now. The 2-1 pitch. Swinging a foul off the catcher's gear. It's 2-2. Raider bullpen is busy again. 2-2 the count. This time it's a left-hander, Bradley Pell, loosening in the Rummel bullpen. Pell. 2-2 on Booth. Leading off the top of the fifth for Brother Martin. And here it comes. Backdoored him, didn't get the call. He wanted it. It's full 3-2.
That was a good pitch. Might have been a hair outside.
Yeah, I would have said it was off the plate.
Just a hair.
But I've seen it called in this game on both sides. Still thought it was just outside. 3-2 the count.
I think the fact that it was a curveball, had a little bended to it coming around that outside corner might have been the difference between that being called a ball and a strike.
Payoff pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Good fastball. His best yet. 1 out. Booth retired. And now Tyler Valino will bat. He's bunted for a hit and scored, and he struck out. He's 1 for 2 in the game. Tonight's coverage on Crescent City Sports is brought to you by Gibbs Construction, a leader in the construction industry in Louisiana and the Gulf Coast for more than 35 years. Transforming dreams, visions, and plans into reality, Gibbs Construction. Here's Valino.
That bunt was one of the biggest plays of the game.
Yeah, it really opened up that inning.
It did. It really set him up for that 4 spot. If he just sacks that bunt and he's recorded as an out at first, you know, the worst is probably going to be as a 2-run inning.
Pitch is way high for a ball.
Looked like a breaking pitch.
Yeah, got away from him. Might have slipped out of his hand. I don't see any rosin bag back there.
No.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. Foul back, good cut, and a fastball. It's 1-1.
You know, I'm surprised they still allow that for pitches. They allow hitters to put whatever they want on their hands and the bat, but the pitchers, all these people that wrote the rules like hitters. They don't like the pitchers.
No, it's all about making the fans happy. Chicks dig the long ball.
And there you go.
Right?
1-1 the count. Here's another pitch on the way. Showed bunt, took a ball back to the screen. It's 2-1. I think I'll go get Glenn Formo or Brad Burkell or some hitters to come join me next time. I'll bet they'll have a different take on things. I'm just guessing. No idea.
The hitters are talking about, hey,
where's Gus Molesman? Gus Molesman when you need him, right?
They talk about, hey, let the pitchers put whatever they want in their hands so they don't hit me in the head with these 99-mile-an-hour fastballs they're throwing these days.
2 balls and a strike on Volino. The pitch from Ramon. That's ball 3 down, 3-1.
And if they make the seams any lower, they're going to be indented.
Right. Non-existent, huh?
So 3-2 to Booth and got him. Now 3-1 to Volino. Ramon getting the sign, ready. 3-1 pitch. Swinging a pop-up a mile high in the left. Smolari toward the line on a run now. Sees it, has it, 2 outs. Ball stayed up a while.
Right.
And you can see Smolari took off on a sprint, slowed down, and then had to pick up speed again and then chase it almost all the way to the bullpen.
Right, and you got that fence that juts out diagonally from the bullpen, so it's an interesting dynamic here at Kirsch-Rooney.
And I'm sure
down the baselines.
I'm sure Josh Sterling was telling me he had room because he had the best angle for him to help him.
Julian Oob has had a sacrifice fly RBI, and he's lined to right. Good play by Walker back in the 4th. Took a good breaking ball for a strike from Ramon.
2 flyouts to right. You can see Walker hugging the line a little bit more than he had normally been tonight. Lance Johnson playing just a slight towards right center.
Strike 2 call. 0-2.
You better keep it away from Wu because left center field is huge.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up, left side, long run, everybody. Third baseman Sterling, shortstop, nobody got it. Ball lands in the twilight zone.
Yeah, that's a ball that the shortstop has the best angle.
Got the best angle easily. No doubt.
I'm not saying he should have caught it.
No.
But that's the only guy that really had a legitimate shot.
Yeah, third baseman's going back, turning around. Left fielder's got too long to run.
Right.
Shortstop's got a long run, but he can see the play. The problem is he had to go a long way and couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, he's definitely got the best angle there.
So it holds at 0-2. Ramon was a foot away from a quick inning.
Yeah, that 0-2 pitch was a little bit too good for my liking. I'd like to see him go right back out because that was a mistake in. He can use that pitch to benefit this fastball away, and there they go.
Here is the 0-2 to Oob. Breaking ball foul back. Tried to go away with it. Oob, nice job of getting to it, holding it 0-2.
Yeah, I don't even know if I would mess around with the breaking ball out there because you've got a much better chance of making a mistake with that. I would just throw that good fastball, that good four-seam fastball with downhill plane right off that outside edge, and hopefully you get it here on the 0-2. If you miss away.
Ramon stepped off. The junior will toe the rubber once more. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch on the way. Fastball high, 1-2.
That's not a bad spot there.
No, the elevated heater.
Right, with 0-2.
Change the eye level a bit.
Correct.
If I'm the hitter, I'm looking away, and I'm not going to be fooled by a breaking ball here because that's what that high fastball sets up.
Correct.
A ball and 2 strikes, another pitch to Oob, and a front door breaking ball. And he had that emergency hack to Spoiler. Good hitters will do that. Wasn't looking for that pitch. Saw he was going to get a lot of the plate. Just had the little push swing to foul it and stay alive.
But just as an aside now, because we don't make that play down the third base line on that pop-up, he's now
pitches.
He's now thrown 3 extra pitches.
About to make it 4. 1-2 the count. And again, not saying it should have been made at all. Swung and a miss. Great breaking ball. Good inning for Brady Ramon. Sets him down in order. First time that's happened in the game, and 2 of them were strikeouts. Nothing across for the Crusaders. Let's take a stretch from Kirsch-Rooney, where Brother Martin leads Rummel 6-4. Back in a moment here on 106.1 FM, Nash Icon, and at CrescentCitySports.com. You wouldn't want your favorite sports team to play only offense or defense, so when it comes to insurance, why settle for someone that can handle only your auto policy? Bring your home and auto insurance to Allstate now, and you can save big on both. You deserve someone that can assist you more. That's Allstate Stan. Are you in good hands? Call Allstate agent Eddie Corcoran, class of 79 at 504-469-6400. Subject to availability and qualifications, Allstate Insurance Company, Allstate Property and Casualty Insurance Company, and Allstate Indemnity Company, Northbrook, Illinois.
Sterling Auto Repair and Towing at 4717 Utica Street in Metairie can handle all your auto needs. From brakes to full engine repair to air conditioning and heating repair to diagnostic services, you can depend on Sterling Auto Repair to take care of whatever service your vehicle needs. Sterling Auto Repair will get you back on the road with warranted parts and services with true pricing and guaranteed work done right. With convenient hours and reasonable rates, call Sterling Auto Repair and Towing at 504-608-6400 or visit sterling-autorepair.com. Sterling Auto Repair and Towing, a proud sponsor of Rummel Baseball on 106.1 FM.
Your station for prep sports year-round. We are 106.1 Nash Icon, WRKN, Picayune, New Orleans.
On to the bottom of the fifth inning, Raiders to the plate, trailing the Crusaders 6-4. And here in the fifth inning for Rummel, Jake Cabaceres leads it off against Tyler Valino. Working into the fifth inning is Valino. Pitch to Cabaceres is high for ball one. Jake is fanned, and he's lined hard to third. 1-0 the count. Swing and a miss. Big cut, missed it. And it's 1-1.
That pitch was up too.
Yeah, and this is an at-bat where Cabaceres has to be a very good leadoff hitter, get on base,
Right.
however you can, be selective, start a rally.
1-1. Good breaking ball. Strike called. He's in the hole 1-2. Almost only been able to get the leadoff man on once in this game. That was in the first inning. That's what really puts pressure on a pitcher. They haven't been able to do that. Cabaceres stepped out.
It's a huge advantage when you can retire that leadoff hitter of every inning.
He has him in the hole 1-2, does Valino. Brings another. Breaking ball swung on a miss. Good pitch. Struck out Cabaceres for the second time. 1 out. And now Sterling bats. He's twice grounded to short.
That was back-to-back front door breaking balls right there. I don't know that it was by design because Johnson really wasn't set up in there, but that's where they ended up, and it really fooled Cabaceres.
Well, even on the line drive out he made in the third, that was a pitch that was a front door breaking ball in on the hands that he yanked to third. So
Sure was.
maybe they're trying to do that. Pitch on the way. Popped him up on the first pitch. This will be the second out of the inning. Second baseman waiting. And making the catch is Correct. So 2 quick outs for Valino in the fifth. He had a long inning last half inning, so this is big to be marching through this very quickly.
Might be a good idea for Claypatch to maybe take a strike here. You know?
You took my question right out
Well,
of
again,
your mouth.
that's a second first pitch out by the hitter there. So, you know, we've seen that tonight on some swings early in the count. They've been down most of the game. Claypatch has grounded the short, grounded the third. Pitch is on the way. Foul back. First pitch swing again. It's 0-1. Tonight's coverage on Crescent City Sports is brought to you by Ochsner Sports Medicine Institute. At Ochsner Sports Medicine Institute, each patient receives the same personalized care and innovative treatment as the professional athletes they treat every day. Get back in the game as quickly and safely as possible with the team that treats more than 30,000 athletes per year. Learn more at ochsner.org/sportsmed. There's that front door breaking ball, and there's that strike call, and it's 0-2. You're getting both corners all night from this umpire, so if you can hit those spots, you're going to be successful. That is what Valino's doing here in this inning. 0-2 on Claypatch. Here it is. Struck him out swinging on a breaking ball. What an inning for Claypatch, and the inning's over. What an inning, I should say, for Valino as he sets him down not only in order but incredibly quickly. Nothing across. Let's go to the sixth. It's Brother Martin 6 and Rummel 4. Back in a moment with Rummel Baseball at 106.1 FM, Nash Icon, and at CrescentCitySports.com.
For 87 years, the All-State Sugar Bowl remains a college football leader and New Year's Day tradition. Through difficult times and challenges, the All-State Sugar Bowl stands committed to shining a national spotlight on New Orleans, Louisiana, and the Gulf Coast. The All-State Sugar Bowl's devotion to our community is consistently demonstrated through its investment of millions of dollars and thousands of volunteer hours in support of community initiatives and tourism. The All-State Sugar Bowl, proud to host the college football playoff semifinal and New Year's Day tradition.
I got to tell you, the Ford F-150 and I, well, we're kind of like family. Ford's the #1 selling truck in America for 42 years, and Lamarck's the #1 Ford dealer. So come get your #1 truck from your #1 dealer, Lamarck Ford, where everybody gets remarkable deals and service. And wait till you see what we've done and still doing to the big store in Kenner. We're using local money, not Wall Street money. Visit Lamarck.com for more details. Drive safely, my friends.
#1 claim based on 2018 Ford vehicle retail sales report, Memphis Region Zone E.
On to the sixth inning we go. 6 runs, 10 hits, 1 error, 5 left, Brother Martin. 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors, 7 left for Rummel. Ramon's done a good job. He's back to the mound in the 6th. They'll face Corrette. Then the top of the order, Harris and Senior for Brother Martin. Our thanks to our good and great friend John Terrio and Malcolm Dinas, LLC. John supports everything when it comes to Archbishop Rummel, and John's been supporting these broadcasts for as long as I can remember, and John just does a great job. An alumnus of the year previously, and of course Malcolm Dinas, LLC, for all of your financial needs. Thanks to our good friend John Terrio. Here in the 6th, here is Corrette to start it. He's singled. He's been hit by a pitch, stolen a base, scored a run. Showed bunt, bunts it foul off the end of the bat. It's 0-1. Trying to get aboard against Ramon to start the 6th.
That would have been tough because over at third base, he was in on the grass. I mean, I think it would have had to been a perfect bunt for him to get on.
But that's what you do when you drag bunt. You miss, you miss foul.
No balls and a strike. Pitch on the way. That's a beautiful breaking ball. Strike call to Corrette, 0-2.
Nice pitch.
And that's that backdoor variety. Very nice pitch by Brady Ramon. He might go upstairs here with this one.
No balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch down and out with a hot one. It's 1-2.
That's a little bit too far out, 0-2.
Well, yeah, I mean, he would have hit the right-hander in the leg.
Next one on the way. Swung on and missed. Took something off. And Corrette chased for out number 1. That's what you get when you're ahead in the count, though.
Correct.
That's the advantage of pitching ahead. You get hitters anxious and trying to protect. Such a difference when you're ahead in the count.
Especially when you show that you can throw the breaking ball for a strike like you did earlier in the bat. You know, one of the things that we did with the Astros, Kenny, was they preached throw 2 out of the first 3 pitches of every at bat for strikes, preferably with 2 different pitches.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't have to be first pitch strike all the time, but if you threw it for a ball, the next 2 had to be strikes.
Right. Now, I mean, that's a great one. Look at this.
Harris bunts toward
run.
third foul. It's 0-1.
I mean that's a great philosophy to have, you know. And of course, with the Astros, you know, those guys are good enough to do that. When you're coming back down to high school ball, it's like, you know, let's just put the ball in play. Don't get behind the count. Don't raise those batters' averages because you're throwing pitches over the plate 3-1 or 2-0.
Right. And the reason I love that philosophy was because it kept you always ahead of the count. You were never behind for the most part. You might go 1-0 once in a while, but you were usually ahead in the count.
No balls and a strike on Harris, who's doubled and scored, and he's swing and a miss. Great pitch by Ramon.
I mean, he threw that by him.
Looks like Brady's settling in a little bit right now. He's feeling it with the fastball and the curveball. He's locating them both.
And he's ahead of Harris, 0-2. Harris back in. From the right side, Ramon the sign from Clay Patch. 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball struck him out. Great pitch. 2 outs. He struck out 3 straight now and 4 out of 5. So he's rolling.
Yeah, I'm impressed with him.
6 in a row he's set down. And here is Senior.
And Kirk, you know yourself, if you're a batter and you get a 2-1 changeup or a 2-1 curveball over the plate to you, or a 3-1 changeup, a 3-1 curveball, now you're sitting there saying, now what am I going to see?
Yeah, you're talking to yourself in the batter's box.
Cameron Senior takes it just off the plate down, 1-0. Senior's had quite a night. A single, a double, a walk, a run scored, and an RBI.
Wow, good night.
Right-handed hitter, Senior back in. Fine right fielder for the Crusaders. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's way high, and it's 2-0.
Looks like he likes the 2-hole a little bit better than the 1-hole. In Friday night's
they move
game,
people around quite a bit in their lineup. I've seen them 3 or 4 times, and they hit people in different spots in the lineup quite frequently.
Yeah, I think Harris jumped from the 7 spot to the 1 spot, and Senior dropped from the 1 to the 2.
That's a strike called. It's 2-1.
I guess trying to figure something out that works. You know, I mean, that's all I can figure.
Yeah, both schools of thought. Consistency, expectations when you come to the park about where you'll be, and your thought process. On the other hand, go with the hot hand. There's a nice
pitch.
strike called off speed right through there. It's 2-2.
One of the years I was in Dallas, I had my 9th hole hitter was our leading hitter.
Yeah.
Couldn't smell a curveball.
Well, I mean, we got 9 hole hitters. We got 9 hole hitters tonight. One's hitting 385. The other one 667 in limited appearances. But still,
you know, I mean, he
2-2. He struck him out looking. What an inning.
Yeah.
Struck out the side.
That's a great
He's
inning.
now struck out 6 of 7 hitters, and he's retired 7 in a row. Can't do better than that if you're Freddie Ramon. Raiders need some runs. Bottom of the 6th coming. 6-4 lead for Brother Martin. Raiders have a team meeting. We're back in a moment. This is Rummel Baseball on 106.1 FM Nash Icon and at CrescentCitySports.com.
These are exciting times at Archbishop Rummel High School at 1901 Severn Avenue in Metairie. From a dynamic campus with many new additions to outstanding academic accomplishment, Archbishop Rummel is the place for you. From Raider Preview Night to Spend a Day, from a game day experience to experiencing Raider Prime Night, from open house to community outreach projects, come see what Archbishop Rummel has for you. Come see what it means to give one life for the sheep in the tradition of Archbishop Rummel and Christian Brothers at Rummel High School, 1901 Severn in Metairie. Visit us at RummelRaiders.com.
Vanderbrook and Company CPAs are proud sponsors of the 2021 Raider baseball team. William Vanderbrook, a 1979 graduate of Archbishop Rummel High School and captain of the 1979 Raider baseball team, is an owner of the Metairie-based accounting firm he started in 1989, servicing Southeast Louisiana in matters of taxation, accounting, and consulting for over 30 years. Their office is located at 2900 Fairview Parkway in Metairie, 504-455-0762. Good luck to Coach Frank Casso and the Raider baseball team. Raider pride.
Getting late if you're a Raider fan. Bottom of the 6th. Raiders trail 6-4. Scheduled for 7. And here in the 6th, Aiden Champagne will lead it off. And again, you always like that 9-hole hitter to be like a second leadoff man, and that's what Champagne's done. He's walked, and he's been hit by a pitch. He's been on both times, and he scored a run. And Rummel, again, has only had the leadoff man on once in this game, and that was in the first inning when they scored twice. No small coincidence there. Can they get a leadoff man on here, down by 2 in the 6th?
Right.
Volino, 86 pitches. He's walked 4, hit 2, and struck out 6. And his first pitch to Champagne. He swings at it and fouls it. And again, a little bit surprised they're going so early in the count. It's 0-1.
You know, one of the
It's
things,
not like he's had great command. He's walked 4, hit a couple, but they've been first pitch swinging quite a bit.
you know, one of the things I was talking last night to my son about this game, and
Outside 1-1.
how Brother Martin went 9 last night with St. Aug, and they used one of their top relievers for 4 innings, so he is not available tonight. I said, a good approach tonight would be
Foul back. It's 1-2.
a good approach would be
Try to get into the bullpen.
Try to get deep into counts.
Right.
Don't swing at a lot of first pitch. First pitch strikes, make him work and get to that bullpen. But right now, it doesn't look like we're going to get there unless we have a really good inning here in the bottom of the 6th.
90th pitch of the game from Volino is on the way. Champagne took it down. It's 2-2.
Well, it's hard sometimes to change philosophies. I mean, what do you work on most at practice? Swinging the bat. So, if you feel pretty confident you guys swinging a bat, it's hard to take the bat out of it. I used to hate going to my guys saying, let's take a pitch.
2-2. Ground ball is short. And a bad hop. Remember that. Just a terrible hop. Harris was in perfect position. That ball took a Super Bowl bounce over the head of the shortstop. We've seen 3 bad hops in this game, and that's a leadoff single for Champagne. So the leadoff man is aboard. A break for the Raiders. And now Kyle Walker bats. He's walked twice, stolen a base, singled, and he scored twice.
Kenny, I wasn't talking about taking strikes. I was just talking about being selective.
Oh, being selective.
Sure.
Not swinging at the pitcher's pitch like we did a couple times.
Right. And I know the hitting philosophy about, I know the batting average on first pitches is good. I know all that stuff.
Right.
But then what happens if you don't get a hit on the first pitch? Your batting average declines dramatically. Chop toward third. Nice pick. Throw across the diamond. That's a good play by Roussel. Route number 1. That's a tough hop.
Nice.
Good reflexes.
In betweener he got there.
And what's the
stayed
common
with it.
denominator? Swung at the first pitch.
Yeah.
Pulled off of it a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And it was an off-speed pitch.
A little over anxious.
Right. But I think that's been the way they've been all night, frankly. Lance Johnson bats. He's had probably the best approach. He's gone the other way against this hurler twice, lined to first, and then doubled on that squirt hop past the first baseman. He's also popped to second. So he's gone the other way 3 times. Took it, just missed the outside edge. Breaking ball, 1-0.
And that's what I was talking about. First pitch swinging, be
Right.
selective, not first pitch breaking balls, unless, of course, you're sitting on a breaking ball and you get a hanger.
That
Then,
wasn't the case on that swing. 1-0 the count. Here it comes. A little looper toward left. That might drop, and it will for a base hit. Runner's going to stop at third. So Johnson bloops a single to left, and it's first and third, one out. Raiders have 7 hits, and they have a chance with Ryan Smolari coming up. He's walked and scored, stolen a base. He's singled. What's funny for Rummel is their hard hit balls have been outs, and their soft hit balls have been hits.
Have been hits, and that's where this game is unfair.
They say it evens out, but
yeah. Well, I told my daddy a few weeks before he died. I said, you know what? I want to tell you, by the way, all these line drives and Texas leaguers even out. They don't. Mine never did.
Yeah.
And you know what else, though? Those line drives, if they get down, they might be doubles and triples. The bloopers are singles. That's a big difference.
Well, here's a big at-bat for Smolari for many reasons, not the least of which is what's going to happen on deck, because you got, again, your cleanup hitters out of the game.
Yeah, how big does that bat hop look now?
That's right. This is a big at-bat here, the pitch. And he swings and misses the fastball 0-1. Yeah, what a change, and it's not at all to demean the young man that's in the game, but you lose your cleanup hitter.
Your leading
You're by
RBI
far
hitter.
your best RBI man,
Yeah.
and he's would have been up there already twice in those situations. 0-1 the count. Stretch and the pitch. That's a strike, and Smolari's in the hole 0-2.
And he's a senior, isn't he?
Yeah, Logan Bertucci's a senior.
Yeah, so you got a senior going to a sophomore, but
Well, this is one of those situations where Smolari has to put the ball in play.
Right.
And he's 0-2. Driven in 15 with an RBI in this game. 0-2 pitch. Struck him out swinging, 2 outs. He definitely went. So on 3 pitches, he's gone.
Yep.
And it's now up to the youngster, Red Centeni.
If he makes contact with that, it's a double.
Oh, yeah. He definitely went.
Again, the over-anxiousness that we've seen much of the night. Hit by pitch was Centeni in the third, and he struck out looking in the fourth with runners in the same situation at first and third.
Valino is at 97 pitches right now, so his pitch count is creeping, so we may get into the bullpen.
He's done a great job to go deep for his team when they needed it. Here's Centeni. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. Pitch on the way. Fly ball hit very well left center field. Left fielder on the run, dives. He can't get it. It's a base hit. Run scores. Second runner to third on an RBI double by Centeni. The youngster comes through, and it's a 6-5 ball game.
Now, I want to tell you, we could have had defensive interference over here. The third baseman cut across to back up the throw from the outfield, and the runner stopped and let him go by. If he runs into him,
you got obstruction.
You got obstruction, and he gets to play.
Now it's a 6-5 game, and here is the senior, Tyler Cook. A base hit could put Rummel on top. He struck out, doubled, and he's lined hard to short. So he's had a couple of good at-bats against this pitcher.
A couple of good swings.
Big hit just now. Big hit.
Here's the pitch. Fastball outside, 1-0.
Again, Rhett that ball got in on Rhett a little bit, but he's so strong.
Strong, yeah.
He muscled that ball into the gap.
Yes, he did. Great effort by the Martin outfielders, by the way.
Yep.
Great effort.
1-0 to Cook. Outside, it's 2-0.
Now he's rushing.
Look who's on deck if he happens to walk.
And Jake's had a rough night, but he'd get him up there in this situation. That's what Rummel wants.
You hit the grand slam the other night, you'll have another opportunity.
But you got the guy up there you want right now, too.
Absolutely.
356 hitter and a 4-year starter. 2-0 the count. Tyler Cook waits. Second and third, 2 outs to pitch. And a swing and a drive to left center field. Center fielder back. Nobody's going to get this. Up against the wall. Tying run scores. Go-ahead run scores. Tyler Cook with a 2-run double gives Archbishop Rummel a 7-6 lead.
Now that ball was absolutely hammered. He got in a little bit on Centeni. He did not get in on Tyler Cook. That ball hit the base of the wall out there at about the 370 mark and cleared the bases and puts the Raiders on top 7-6. What a huge hit for Tyler Cook.
And when you see the back numbers of both of the outfielders running full speed going after the ball, you know it was tagged.
Boy, you talk about 2-out magic. It was 2 outs, 7 runs the other night against Brother Martin. 2 outs here and 3 big runs, and now Cabaceres with a chance to try to add to this 1-run lead. He's lined out to third, struck out twice.
Yeah, this is huge.
And the bullpen busy for Brother Mar, but they've gone down the line with Bellino here.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's still in the game. I mean,
Pitch is a strike, and Cabaceres has been behind in the count the whole game.
Yeah.
That's been a large part of not being able to generate the offense.
Bellino's made his best pitches to Cabaceres.
He really has.
No doubt. You know, one of the rules of thumbs as a manager is when a guy's pitching a good game and he's got a lead and he starts to struggle a little bit, the rule of thumb is you don't want to leave him in long enough to get the loss.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So when that tying run steps up to the plate, typically is the last guy. You know, you don't want him to give up the lead. You don't want him to get the loss.
0-1 to Cabaceres. Breaking ball foul back.
Yeah, he's thrown too good a ball game. I mean, he's done a great job out there tonight.
That pitch was right over the plate. He just wasn't able to square it up, and now it's 0-2. Jake's driven in 14. Cook with the big 2-out double. Let's not forget the big double by Centani, though.
Correct.
Yeah, and you said you have the guy up there. You want the
Well,
4
Cook,
years,
no doubt.
4-year starter, 360
Absolutely.
hitter.
The pitch struck him out swinging, innings over. But Rummel has an inning. They scored 3 runs, do the Raiders, and they do it on 4 hits. No errors, stranded runner, they've left 8. On to the 7th, scheduled for 7. Brother Martin team meeting now. Rummel leads it 7-6. And this is Rummel Baseball on 106.1 FM Nash Icon and at CrescentCitySports.com.
Hi, I'm John Terrio, Archbishop Rummel High School class of 1979 and managing partner of Malcolm M. Dinas Certified Public Accountants. Our firm has been serving the Gulf South region for over 60 years. We assist our clients with tax compliance and auditing. We also serve as the CFO for many of our corporate clients. We have a specialized forensic accounting group that consults with attorneys on litigation matters. We are proud supporters of Archbishop Rummel High School and the LaSallian tradition. Thank God Almighty I'm a Raider.
You wouldn't want your favorite sports team to play only offense or defense, so when it comes to insurance, why settle for someone that can handle only your auto policy? Bring your home and auto insurance to Allstate now and you can save big on both. You deserve someone that can assist you more. That's Allstate Stan. Are you in good hands? Call Allstate agent Eddie Corcoran, class of 79 at 504-469-6400. Subject to availability and qualifications, Allstate Insurance Company, Allstate Property and Casualty Insurance Company, and Allstate Indemnity Company, Northbrook, Illinois.
Well, it's on to the 7th inning, scheduled for 7. 7 is the number. 7-6 Rummel on top of Brother Martin, Ken Trahan, Kirk Bollinger, and Kenny Forsang with you. And Brady Ramon has been nails of late, but he's going to have to face the heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 here in the 7th inning. The Raider bullpen's busy. It will be Colin Roussel, Tyler Johnson, Bryce Gauthier for the Crusaders here in the 7th. Pell was up earlier throwing for Rummel. Looks like he might be up again.
It's a right-hander.
Pell is the left-hander who's throwing, and they just got a right-hander up.
Yeah.
So Pell's been up twice, and now they've got a right-hander as well.
As well as he's been throwing, I tell those guys to sit down.
Well, Ira Austin is the right-hander.
Oh, okay. I couldn't tell. I couldn't see a number. Now I see the arm angle.
Now here's Roussel, who had a hard hit single in the 4th. He's 1 for 3.
You hate to pitch in here when you're only up a run, but that's the way to get Roussel out.
First pitch on the way. Breaking ball strike, outside edge, good pitch, 0-1.
Off speed away.
Well, off speed away.
There's never a bad time for that pitch.
Here's the 0-1. Ground ball is short. Fielded by Cabaceres. Throw is on the money, 1 out. Roussel retired.
That was it. That was a fastball in, and it really wasn't way in. It was middle in, and it jammed him a little bit.
It jammed him because he just threw him the off-speed
breaking ball,
pitch. Sure.
slowed him down, sped him up.
But, you know, if I'm Cabaceres there, I'm saying, oh, my God, we've had 3 bad hops on this field.
Yep.
I mean, I'm like ready for it to go anywhere.
Now you want to stay away here.
Here's Tyler Johnson. Singled in 3 trips. And here's the pitch. Down a ball. Good pitch nonetheless. 1-0 the count.
That's right.
Where do you go here, Kenny?
I'm putting the ball in play. I'm going to go hard away.
That's it. That's the pitch right here.
I mean, it's been a strike all night long.
1-0. Popped him up into right field. Should be easy for Walker. Reads it. He's there. He's got it. 2 gone.
You know, I mean, he just moves like an outfielder.
He looks like a Gold Glover out there.
I know.
He looks so comfortable out there.
I'd have never believed that he would never played outfield before.
I mean, he may have played a little bit, but he's been in the infield his entire high school career. Second, short, and third, and he's pitched a little bit.
Right.
Brady Ramon, what a job he has done. 9 in a row he's set down, and he needs one more. Bryce Goche, who singled twice, scored a run, and struck out bats 2 for 3.
I hope you didn't put their mouth on it.
Just telling the truth. Here's the pitch on the way.
But you know how us baseball players are.
I don't buy any of that stuff. That's foolishness.
You can't put the
play the
green
game
on us.
Oh, gree. You play the game.
The foolishness.
That's foolishness. 1-0 the count.
That's great.
Pitch is on the way. That is a strike called. It's 1-1.
Oh, yeah. Bullinger has a no-hitter. Oh, base hit. God.
It's like Justin Tucker against the Saints. Hasn't missed an extra point in his entire career.
Baltimore Ravens, yeah.
Off to the right. Slice piece.
1-1 the count on Goche. And another pitch is on the way. Bounced it 2-1.
That was the old 46-footer.
I had pitchers that threw 46-foot fastballs over. That was the problem.
That was the gravity ball, right?
Yeah.
Ran out of gas. Couldn't make it there. Well, what a turn of events, huh?
Wow. Yep.
That's why there's no clock in this game, and I love it for that.
That's it.
Got to get you 21 outs.
2-1 pitch. Fly ball center field should end it. Center fielder Johnson is there, and the Rummel Raiders with a big come-from-behind victory over the Brother Martin Crusaders by the score of 7-6 here this evening. So many stories, but you guys are pitchers. What about Brady Ramon? Set down 10 in a row to nail this game down and pick up the win. That's a great job.
I mean that's the ball game. I mean, he's the reason why the Raiders. I know we got some big hits last inning, but the big reason Rummel wins the game is he comes on and just shuts Brother Martin totally down, giving you a chance to come back.
Exactly. They didn't have a base runner. I mean,
the
last base runner's in the 4th inning. So you talk about a great job. That's as good as it gets, Kurt. What did you see from him that you liked so much here tonight, Kurt?
Well, that was just a gutsy performance. You know, he came in the game, and we talked about the 2 scratch hits he gave up, right? As soon as he comes in, he ball off the end of the bat, ball off the end of the bat.
Right.
You know, and he could have easily folded his tents, right? I mean, that's discouraging as a pitcher. You make great pitches, you give up those 2 hits, and, you know, you've got nothing to show for those great pitches. But Brady being a competitor, and I've known him since he was a little kid, and I say little kid, I'm talking about 4 years old in coach pitch, back at Harahan Playground, and all through Little League, was on that Little League team that went to Waco 2 years prior to Scott Frazier's team in the World Series, and he was one of their go-to guys on the mound then. Just a bulldog of a performance tonight. You can't say enough about Brady Ramon and the way he just kept at it, kept making pitches, giving his team enough time to come back, put the sticks together a little bit, and then come up with some huge hits, give him the lead, and he comes away with the W.
3 1/3 innings, 2 hits, no runs, walks no one, strikes out 6.
And then ends the game with 3, 4, 5.
It made it look easy.
Yeah.
And those are usually the toughest outs in the world to get. And it was ho-hum for him.
All right, let me just go out here and throw a couple of strikes. Let's go.
Yep, that's how you do it, though, right? What did he do, though? He got ahead of every hitter except Johnson.
That's right.
He fell behind with Tyler Johnson with the breaking ball, but then after that it was go away, go to the safe zone. The safe zone all night long was the fastball down and away, or the breaking ball down and away, and that's what they did. We get fly out to right, fly out to center using the big ballpark, which we have here. It's 400 feet, 370 in the gaps. Use those cavernous areas to your advantage.
Correct.
Well, I mean, everything was against Rummel in this game. Things went Brother Martin's way with the bounces, the hops, everything else. You lose your best guy, your RBI man, your cleanup hitter early in the game. You just don't have anything going for you. Speaks volumes about the character of this baseball team. They're 14-3 now, and they're 2-0 in this league. And you could see their body language down 4. They were nowhere near done. They were absolutely competing. Coach Cazzo does a tremendous job. And they had not one, not two, but 3 team meetings in that game. And that's all about focus. It's all about fire and brimstone and everything.
Motivation.
To put the hammer down. Look, there's very few coaches in Louisiana that have won state championships coaching 2 different programs. And Frank Cazzo has done that at Riverside Academy and, of course, at Archbishop Rummel. He's a terrific coach. And to see him back at Rummel, I think, is something that everybody is thrilled to see. And that's completely and totally, no disrespect to Nick Monaco, did an outstanding job and is a brilliant football coach as well, serving Rummel. But Frank Cazzo has just done a great job with this program. In all the years he's been there, his first time around and now a second time around. Just a terrific job by Frank Cazzo. And I think his team reflects his style. They reflect his confidence. Don't you agree?
I totally agree. And you can see the confidence in the players when they're out there on the field, performing. You look at Rhett Centeni, sophomore, struck out the previous at bat. But he knew that, he was going to have another chance. And he got that chance, took advantage of it, and drives that ball up the gap. Gives us an opportunity to take the lead with the Cook double. But it just goes to show you how deep this Rummel Raider team is. Also, Brother Martin, that was the one thing I said coming into the beginning of this Catholic League, is that Brother Martin is so deep. Rummel is so deep. Jesuit is deep. It's one of the deepest districts I've ever seen, team to team. Holy Cross
is really good. John Curtis is really good.
Yeah, John Curtis and Shaw's. They've got good players too that they can put in different positions and so forth and so on. But the depth on these teams right now is unmatched from what I've seen within the Catholic League overall. You've seen some teams over the years. Kenny, your team was loaded, right? My team was loaded, but the other teams were not necessarily loaded. This district is as tough as I've seen it from top to bottom, and not only top to bottom by teams, but top to bottom on the roster.
Our Catholic League is still a throwback. You still got all these storied programs, where it's still team-oriented. In today's world, where so many guys are yay me, I got my 3 hits, I don't care if we won or not. I don't find that with these teams. It's all about what do I have to do for my team to win, and that's what we're that's what our program is all about. Not only Rummel, but all of them.
Right.
All of them do that.
A lot of pride in every program that you're going to see throughout this Catholic League schedule.
Right.
Unfortunately, we got a monkey wrench thrown into that schedule with the COVID.
Well, no, actually, that's not happening.
Okay?
No, you didn't read my story this afternoon at CrescentCitySports.com. Holy Cross has been cleared to play as of April 5th, so Rummel's games April 6th and April 8th against Holy Cross will be played as scheduled.
Oh, okay.
So,
I did not see that.
Yeah, Andy Canizero and I talked today. Andy's a great coach and a great guy at Holy Cross, and they called the LHSAA and had a conference, and based on the dates and the new protocols, they are cleared on April 5th, and their first game with Rummel is April 6th. So Rummel's games right now, knock on wood, are all on schedule. Rummel's next game is Thursday night at Signet Field against John Curtis Christian, who's undefeated in the league right now at 3-0. So that's an early showdown, if you will, against a Curtis program that won back-to-back state championships just a couple of years ago in Division I. And they have a terrific program under Jeff Curtis, do an outstanding job. And that will be a really good series for 2 games with Rummel and John Curtis coming up this weekend. Brother Martin's got St. Charles Catholic out of district coming up on Saturday. Final thoughts, guys, about what we saw here tonight. Kenny?
Great ball game. A lot of momentum switches, but once Brady comes in the ball game, that's all she wrote.
Absolutely, he put the hammer down. What I saw was a typical Catholic League ball game. That's right. That's what I saw. I saw, back and forth, battling, nobody giving in, and just a great showdown between two great teams, 2 great programs. And it's a lot of fun to do these games because of that,
Right.
Well, it's a classic example of you got to play 7 innings in this league all the time if you want to win. And again, big shout out to Tyler Cook. Again, terrific young man who's done a great job for this program. And, of course, to Rhett Centeni. You can't ask for more from a young man in that situation come up and get that big hit that he delivered in the 6th inning. Jeff Lupo's team drops to 13-7, 1-2 in the league. They'll be back. Brother Martin is a very good team and a fine program, class act, and always enjoy my time around the Crusader baseball team and their entire athletic program under Mark Wisniewski. And, of course, congrats to the Raiders with a big 7-6 win here tonight. We want to thank our friends Chip and Matt Merritt for doing a great job for CrescentCitySports.com. Thanks to Rudy Dixon back in studio for 106.1 FM. Final totals of the game, and then we'll send you away. Rummel 7 runs, 9 hits, no errors, and 8 left. Brother Martin 6 runs, 10 hits, 1 error, 5 left. Winner, Brady Ramon. He's 4-0. And the losing pitcher, Tyler Valino, he's 0-4. And the time of the game, 2 hours, 21 minutes. Rummel wins it 7-6. We are scheduled to do the game here on radio next Tuesday night at Kirsch-Rooney, Rummel and Holy Cross, the game we just talked about. And we'll be here for that. I trust you guys can make it at 6 o'clock next Tuesday night. If you can, we'll be here, and we'll have a good time.
That sounds great. Looking forward to it.
I'll do my best.
You'll do your best. Depends on who's pitching. I got it.
No.
Okay.
No. Some of us guys have
some of us are working for a living. All the big money you make. I got it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kirk. Thank you,
All
Kenny.
right.
Yep.
All right, guys.
Kenny.
Once again, our final score, Rummel 7 and Brother Martin 6. This is Ken Trahan from Kirsch-Rooney Stadium saying thanks for joining us and be a good sport. God bless you one and all. We are rounding third and heading home. So long.
Sterling Auto